come into play. So it then gets quite complex. There it is, there's the captain. At his stride, he's keeping as well, so he's got his work cut out. Hello, Sanjay.
Hello, Mike Hazeman, and welcome one and all. So much to talk about. Crunch game for both sides. Bangladesh playing back-to-back games. They've got another game tomorrow. And that is why it makes you wonder whether the changes have come as a result of that. Did that have some bearing on Bangladesh making so many changes in this very important game? As we see these two superstars walk out.
I know it's written about a couple of days ago that Lyndon Darce's injury happened literally a couple of days ago at practice, and he aggravated a little bit further. So I think it's common sense that he's on the sidelines.
I think there's another bowling chain that we see which makes sense on just performance and recent form. Shariful Islam didn't have a good game last match, and I'm glad that Tanzim Hassan is back, because when he played for Bangladesh, I don't know why he was left out of the playing 11. Perhaps they were waiting for Shariful to get 100% fit. Duskin is out, whether that's a matter of him is resting before tomorrow's game, that's open to speculation. But I'm surprised Mahdi Hassan Sheikh hasn't made the playing 11 as well.
Yeah, me too. Both in the last game between you and the Fizz, they doubled up superbly, actually. Right, here we go. This guy is a serious player. Abhishek Sharma, love watching him play. 21 knocks so far, 700 runs. Strike rate 197. That's ludicrous.
Absolutely ludicrous, ridiculous. And did we ever think, I mean, it's not like it's 5 or 6 matches for somebody batting down the order. You can have a strike rate if you're batting at number 6, 7, and just a few innings. He's over 20 matches now, opens the innings, and that's a crazy strike rate, close to 200.
Certainly is. Daunting task when you're bowling against these guys.
Looked out the touch to me, Abhishek Sharma. That first ball, just the one run.
It's a bit rushed, maybe you think? No?
Yeah, just the one run. Looks off color today. But this is a guy who's got an incredible record of hitting the first ball of an innings for a boundary. It's 4 or 6 of an over invariably. Maybe Shubman Gill want to do that.
That strike rate you're talking about, 251. Facing the first ball of an over. It's ridiculous. Big Sharma.
He's got 200s. People at the international level, Abhishek will try and strike it over 200. Give it a try.
Little bit of width. Just dying of fractures that went through. Both captains, by the way, were quite happy. And they were quite happy to bat first.
Ruchira Padiaguruge of Sri Lanka is standing umpire today, and he's got Ahmed Shah Pakteen from Afghanistan. Our TV umpire will be Ravindra Gumlasiri, and the fourth umpire Asif Yaqub from Pakistan.
Good line of length, nice work, running in, Tanzim, good to see.
Yeah, I like it. The thing to like about him is he just runs in straight away. There are no warm-up deliveries. That last ball, you could see Gill almost giving respect in the way he played it. He was forced to defend. The first ball that he faced, it seemed like he wanted to hit a boundary with the first ball. Tried to make up for his job teammate. Bounce, space, and deviation of the pitch as well.
Always found a little bit of an edge. Outside quarter of the bat in the air for a while. Swear coming back for 2.
Just wonder what he's trying to do there, Shubman Gill, because it wasn't like he was trying to punch it. Standing up. At the end, it was more of a back foot jab. Yes, it wasn't very lucky that could have gone to hand. There were 2 fielders in that position. That rain, there is extra bounce. The mental note the man has made. It's a good looking pitch today.
Yeah, it looks nice. So it's coming on beautifully at the moment. And again, that's nicely bowled. Really good work from Tanzim. He's running in, he's giving everything. Phil Sevens, the coach of Bangladesh, wants him to play with some freedom out there today, enjoy the experience against India. They'll get plenty of support from their own supporters. Of course, India will get enormous support from theirs. But have some fun in the middle, he said. Now, if they get an opportunity, make sure you take full advantage of it. You get a gap, take it, and work with it.
This is such an impressive start from Tanzania.
Nice moving away as well. That's a good tone set of that first over. 3 for none.
Fit it, shut it, forget it. First ball of the over.
You can't set it for one again.
There's some sense as well because he looks to play the ball in the air, and it's a very sound method and behind it because you've got just two fielders outside the circle.
Gets the full that time. Scamper through.
But it's a lot more difficult hitting along the ground and getting those fours when you have so many people inside the circle. If he saw the lane, then it's a shot that he plays. Got his foot back in time.
Not totally sure they should have got a single off that shot that was just played. Bit off, was just sleepy a little bit. They'll be on their toes. They're going to be at their very best in the field today for Bangladesh.
The North Tuscan today and Shariful as well for Bangladesh. That great first over from Tanzania where we saw pace, bounce, movement as well. They had one. I was bowling of that kind from one end, and the next end, the other end, we've got left arm spin to contend with. So you can just imagine what the batter has to deal with.
It's short to that time, a little bit flagged out on the outside edge. As he tried to get it over extra cover, it's trickled away in a fast outfield for 4.
This is the method we were talking about. This is the short to play delivery. And he doesn't like to get close to the ball. He stays back so that he can get under the ball and then trust his ball sense. You can see the legs are nowhere close to the line of the ball, but the intent is to just cash it in the first 6 overs. Just 60% of the bat is good enough to get 4.
Oh, just past the ball at that time. Just past the bowler.
You have to say, so far, good bowling from Bangladesh. He saw Abhishek charging, and Abhishek at the last minute was trying to bail out of this shot. The intent was to go over. Long on.
Sleeping position. Looks straight a little bit leg side. End of his. Seven balls to him, and he got him out twice. There's a nice little head-to-head to check out as he's running in. His first over was really good.
That's not going to stop him from doing this. Now, this is a proper matchup at this stage. At the bedroom of Abhishek Sharma, talking about Tanzania. Started off really impressively. India go unchanged. Surya, interestingly, at the toss, said that he would have liked to bat first, which is actually a risky thing to do here in Dubai because when you bat second, you have just a huge advantage. 2 to 4 games, your teams batting second at 1 both.
The ball moved in. We're going away a fraction. Going across the left-handed Abhishek Sharma. The bit loose at the moment.
And I tell you what, the reason why we just have 10 runs on the board is not because the batters are doing anything improper or incorrect. It's just the quality of bowling. There are 4 changes. Just a reminder who's new here. Parvez Hussain in Mon, Saifuddin, Rishad Hussain, the left arm, I beg your pardon, the leg spinner, and Tanzim, the guy we're watching right now.
Last game that Rashad played, he picked up 2 for 18 off his 4. Nice and fit. There's an edge. Oh, and Jack Ali's put him down. Not a normal keeper, of course, Jack Ali.
I was just getting this feeling that maybe they need to have a slip against Abhishek Sharma before this ball because there's space. He's in a good rhythm. He's getting the ball to move around. Tough catch for the keeper. He gave his best. The captain. But this is sensational stuff from Tanzim.
Made a lot of ground. That would have been a brilliant catch had it been taken. Would have been one serious story had he picked him up again.
Tanzim. I should be saying not Tanzim. Here he is again.
Sweet drive, straight to the man next to cover.
This is actually good stuff. The Shubman Gill is a class player. He's had this unbelievable series in England. Surya Kumar Yadav will bat at number 3.
Looking stressed.
Yeah, Sanjay Samson is used at number 4 and 5. He's got 3 T20 international hundreds, all at number 1, opening the innings. So that is something India will have to work out sooner than later. But at the moment, all eyes on this guy, Tanzim.
Oh, it's picked up beautifully. There is a man out there on the balance. He's stops it from going for 4. Good work in the outfield. Sweetly picked up.
It was a great shot, but the fielder for a while was in business. It seemed like he was getting close to the ball. And the only reason that happened is we have a long boundary on the leg side today.
Tanzim certainly is charging it at the moment. Trying to bowl with a bit of extra pace against these 2 guys. He's going to have to bowl an extra delivery, I think, with a bit of extra pace as well, because he's overstepped there. He has on the umpire, had his arm out actually there, but he's obviously not decided against it.
Thanks.
That's a little leg side, but he's got both arms out this time. Yes, he does.
Yeah, the first ball that has been off target. We also, for the first time, we're talking about Tanzim here in the Asia Cup tournament in Sri Lanka. We can see the obvious talent. He's not one of your tall, strapping fast bowler like Tuskin. Very athletic. Great attitude, I think.
Really good energy, which was nice to see. Oh, superbly timed. Superbly timed. Slow delivery. Just had to wait a fraction. Checked himself a little bit. Drove it beautifully on that onside. And picking up 3 to retain the strike. 17 for none.
Good God. Mama, I will miss my cozy bed.
Good night, guys.
I'm really going to miss these evenings. I'm going to miss these little moments.
Seriously, guys. Just a 2-week vacation.
It's never easy to leave a home furnished by Interior. Furniture inspired by moments that matter. Interior.
For some, greatness isn't good enough. They need to dominate every single time. Make you flawless, look effortless, because that's just what legends do. The Volkswagen Golf GTI. Enough said.
लोड में तो टाइम लगेगा ना इस स्पीड में बुमराह की बॉल जाएगी इतनी स्पीड में एलएनटी फाइनेंस का 2 व्हीलर
Asian Paints Beautiful Homes Painting Service. काम हमारा, credit आपका.
ऑन टाइम पेंटिंग के लिए
Boundary quite easily.
Ashim again. Advances down, just belts that one along the ground for 4. Terrific footwork. Didn't go too far down. Made it beautifully.
Yeah, great shot. It's a good ball. He stepped out in line of that delivery. Goes right to the pitch. So no question of hitting the ball in the air. You can see that he's got so close to the ball. The most sensible thing to do was to hit it along the ground. A scorcher.
Airborne. Airborne, he's gone a long way with that one. That's a fine shot for half a dozen. Terrific stuff.
This time he didn't get to the pitch. And that's why he just went with the flow, which meant that the ball was going to be in the air. It's so sweet. Oh, God. This guy. The aesthetics of his batting is great to watch.
Stanley got 10 off 2 balls now, the first 2 of the over. Bowling, that one. Using that just for one. Swap it over, give Abhishek a bit of a go.
Yeah, this is, I mean, you could be supporting any team, but can't say that you're not enjoying this. Abhishek Sharma with his very unique approach to Punjab boys. Different approaches. What a shot that was.
Doubt that Gill's been the more controlled of the 2 so far. Abhishek hasn't quite hit his straps at this stage. May not take him long.
So theoretically, it's the left-hand batter who generally cashes in on the left-arm spinner.
Wonderful player, Shubman Gill. Red Bull captain, obviously, and doing a fine job as the skipper in the tests. Chopping that one down. Again, just superb placement, and he's timed it well again. It's slowing up. It's a bit slow on that side of the ground. Good running.
He'll do it wholly. Tawhid Ridoy. Whether it's in the field or whether he's batting, he'll just give it everything. Shubman Gill with that cut shot has shown that he can be equally punishing of the bat with just too much ability. Hazy. When you look at Shubman Gill and the general Indian batting, just too much ability for most oppositions in this tournament.
Pleasing to watch. The dive into the swimming pool. Early dive from Ridoy. Just having a bit of a check right now, by the way. Let's see if there was a short run. Let's have a look. Yeah, something behind that? Yeah, there's something behind the line. I think he's okay. Looks like it's grounded. That's one end we can tick off. What about the other side as well? That ticked off? Yep, that looks fine as well. Watching that closely as he just puts that bat down. Good technique, both batsmen with stretch and turn. Last ball, the over 15 from it so far. 32 for none at the moment. He's decided to have a go as well. Has he hit it far enough? Yeah, he has. Certainly has. Joining the punt.
My Lenovo AI says you
पापा इससे पहले जो चलाई थी वही ले ले कुछ कह रहे थे नहीं इनकी सर्विस में डाउट था ना
सर ओवर 300 टच पॉइंट्स 170 सेंचुरीज
पर इन्हें सिर्फ 25 ही साल हुए हैं तुमसे तो ज्यादा ही है
Skoda FanFest is live. Walk in today for a test drive and a real exciting benefit. Skoda.
हर पल बनाओ केसरी देवा विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी
With the press into the attack.
So the first 2 overs 10 runs, the next 2 overs 28. Good evening, Anur.
Good evening, Ravi. Good evening, all.
Just a couple of deliveries and they went all guns blazing. I was expecting that is a beautiful shot. Look at that follow through. 84 meters for that distance. Lovely piece of timing. 4 changes, Ravi, for Bangladesh. No skipper. He's out with the side strain. And a drop catch doesn't really help the team scores.
That's up in the air. And goes the distance. Well, it doesn't take him long. Was just trying to hit the ball a little too hard in the first 2 overs. Now the rhythm's back. The ball sailing over the fence.
You're such a beautiful striker of the cricket ball. Youngster watching it, this is how you need to play. It's not a half volley by any measure. But he's hit that on the up, trusting his instinct and trusting the bounce. And it comes once again from the middle part of the bat.
And immediately mid-off, mid-on disappear to the boundary. Fine leg, third man come up. So the length has to be different. You get 2. In fact, mid-off has gone back in the ring. He's done that time and time again in this Asia Cup. He plays the field. You drop back long on, you keep it off up, you go over mid-off. He chooses his spots, gets into position early. You mentioned 4 changes. You for it?
No. Because I thought maybe perhaps Taskin Ahmad and also Mahdi Hassan, the right arm off spinner, with so many left-handers in the first 6 or 7, would have been a bit handy. Important for Fitz to realize this is a circle where you need to take the pace off the ball.
Not quite timing it. Yet only a single. Jafar Ali, he's played over 282 games across formats, but never captained the side. So it'll be a challenge for him. Meanwhile, balls have been disappearing over the fence. 14 sixes for Abhishek Sharma. He went all guns blazing against Pakistan, Abhishek Sharma. He just hammered the bowling to all parts and made it look easy. Could spare anyone.
They started with the first ball, 6. Remember that 6 of shots challenged up pretty. And then they never looked back. They kept on picking those boundaries at will. 3 to watch.
Now deeper with it. Longmorn comes up into the ring. And what does he do? Give himself room. And just slices it over third man to bring up the 50.
बहू, आज जो कुछ हमारे पास है सब इनकी देन है।
प्रणाम दादाजी।
दादाजी, ये तो पुष्पा अगरबत्ती के मालिक हैं। इनके स्टॉक्स में इन्वेस्ट किया था, इसीलिए आज ये सब कुछ है।
जो आगे की सोचते हैं ग्रो करते हैं। डाउनलोड ग्रुप फॉर स्टॉक्स, म्यूचुअल फंड्स एंड आईपीओ।
प्रतिभूति बाजार में निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है। निवेश करने से पहले सभी संबंधित दस्तावेजों को ध्यान से पढ़ें।
Gemini, my skin's dry but sticky from the heat. What here could help?
I see a light hydrating essence that'll be great.
Now this is legit.
गांव को नगर, नगर को महानगर बनते देखा है। हाँ, पिछले 60 सालों में मैंने देश को बनते देखा है। कमला हसन, 60 सालों से अनोखा स्वाद।
Open your eyes and focus on my color. Now find me on Google search. Mahabali offline or Online sub offers. Stress out. Shopping का best kept secret है. Research.
ईवी महंगी होगी ना? 60,000 रुपए से कम में खरीदा है
और 90 पैसे पर किलोमीटर पे चलती है।
VX2 बदलते इंडिया का स्कूटर ई-फूटर।
एशियन पेंट्स ब्यूटीफुल होम्स पेंटिंग सर्विस। काम हमारा, क्रेडिट आपका।
ऑन टाइम पेंटिंग के लिए
80504
8050।
mentioned about the starts. They've got all three previous games over 16 power play. Two clean strikes. This one down the ground. And that one last over the previous over. Just helping it on its way. Field was up on the offside. Smartly gives himself room. It's good anticipation of line and length as well. Mid-off was up. He knew the bowler will go on the shorter side. Well, that's glorious. That is magnificent from Abhishek Sharma. This might have gone the distance as well. That went flat, but just the timing of his movements here. When he goes down the track, he doesn't give the bowler time to adjust. This is as good a shot as any we've seen today. Yes, it was full, but it was converted into a full toss by him dancing down the track. Chest landing inside.
Yeah, with the kind of pace that Mohammad Saifuddin bowls, he needs to get it right all the time. Otherwise, the batters will take him to the cleaners.
125.8 at that pace. He's happy. He dance down the track.
Also playing his very first match of this edition of the Asia Cup, Mohammad Saifuddin. He's been a spectator. Looking at how the boys have gone. He must have taken note, especially Abhishek, the way he has batted in this tournament. Again, an electrifying start for the Indians.
Clean as with all disappearing to the fence. There's the freedom at which he uses those long levers and lovely bat swing. Gives him optimum timing and power.
Yeah, too wide, too full, asking for trouble. 17 in the previous over, remember, of Mustafizur Rahman, who's been excellent in terms of economy this year. Already a couple of boundaries in this over.
Four runs. The ball disappearing to all parts now in power play. 68 added.
That's the problem for Bangladesh. You try to make one or two changes, which is okay, but then you try to ended up making 4 changes. Look at that delivery. You could have hit it anywhere. Look how short that is. Sits up nicely. He says, thank you very much. I'll pick up another boundary. So 3 in this over already.
One ball to go in power play. More runs. Finishes off with a boundary. 4 boundaries in that over.
बिजली का बिल, किराना, स्कूल फीस सब हो गया। बन गया बजट? हाँ, 5,000 बच गए। तो नई साड़ी ले ली? ना, पिछले महीने तो ली थी। एक और? नहीं, पहले बजट बनाओ, फिर छोटी-छोटी बचत को बैंक में सेव करो और पैसों को बढ़ते देखो। बढ़िया। जाओ भाई।
आरबीआई कहता है
वित्तीय समझदारी समृद्ध नारी।
ये जश्न है
ball है. He's what? Now for motorcycles.
लोन में तो टाइम लगेगा.
इतनी स्पीड में बुमराह की बॉल जाएगी, उतनी स्पीड में एलएनटी फाइनेंस का टू व्हीलर लोन में जाएगा.
ये तो मेरे जितना फास्ट. L&T Finance. Just zoom, two-wheeler loan. Rishad Hussain into the attack. Excellent placement. And the ball goes through. But nothing going right for Bangladesh at the moment.
Well, I think if you look at the combination of the Bangladesh team, they've not really given players to settle. We've seen Rishad Hussain in and out, didn't play the last match. So he's back in the attack. The first delivery, it's a wide one. Beautifully played. But a better effort surely would have saved them a couple of runs there. Saif Hassan in the lead. So not easy for the players to come in this team against such a strong lineup in terms of batting. So you're asking a little bit too much. And I'm going over to someone like Taskin Ahmed.
I agree. His experience would have been handy. Not that he would have been spared in this kind of mood. Now this should be taken an opportunity. And nicely taken in the deep. Just getting it on the toe of his back. So Bangladesh get the breakthrough. It's Gill who has to depart. And India once again off to a flyer.
Yeah, just probably a yard or two short of that distance would have gone for the maximum. But what I enjoy watching someone like Rishad Hussain is not afraid to toss the ball up to the batter, even though he was hit for a boundary in the very first delivery that he bowled. But it comes back strongly and takes the wicket off Shubman Gill. Caught in the deep and long off by Tanzim Hassan. He's gone for 29. India 77 for 1.
विकेट गिरी पर दाल नहीं गिरेगी. रॉफ की पकड़ जैसे मगर की जकड़.
फ्रॉड मेरे साथ नहीं होगा, ऐसा मैं सोचती थी. फिर एक छोटी सी गलती की और पूरा बैंक अकाउंट खाली.
मैडम, आपके कंप्लीट डिटेल्स.
अपने पैसे सेफ रखिए. डेली पेमेंट एयरटेल पेमेंट्स बैंक से कीजिए ताकि मेन अकाउंट सुरक्षित रहे. हमें आपके पैसे नहीं, आपकी सेफ्टी चाहिए.
सॉरी बेटा, पर प्यार तो इसी को कहते हैं.
हर पल बनाओ केसरी देवा. विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी.
Dubey the man on strike.
Two left-handers in the middle, and they've dropped Mahdi Hassan, the right arm off spinner. But he's done a really good strike rate. 4 times he's crossed his individual score of 50 or more.
So another half century? No, not yet. He's have to wait for another couple of runs. Shubman Gill, the man dismissed in the last over. Again, going for the big hit. Not quite getting it right. The last man to go. Nicely taken. He was dismissed in this over from Rishad Hussain, his first. But that will do his confidence a little bit. But never easy to come up against a batting lineup like this with the openers in terrific form. So 9 of the over and a wicket, 81 for 1.
5 से रिटर्न वेरी रिस्की। बॉन्ड में बनो, बॉन्ड में इन्वेस्ट करो, 9 to 12% fixed returns only on Wind app. Download now.
Investments in debt securities, mutual debt securities, securitize that instruments are subject to risks, including delay and/or default in payment. Read all the offer-related documents carefully. Presenting the Maruti Suzuki Victoris. Got it all. कोशिश को कामयाबी को शोहरत बनते देखा है। हाँ, पिछले 60 सालों में मैंने देश को
Yeah, we are talking about an off spin option because there are two left-handers, so that is the other option for Bangladesh. Ooh, that was pretty close to that off stump. Saif Hassan in the attack.
Chance of a run out. The big man here to put the brakes on quickly. Shivam Dube. The round arm action puts that away for a single, another half century. His excellent run in this competition continues. His fourth in T20s and the second back-to-back.
The most impressive has been his strike rate. Look at that strike rate of 25. That means he's got a strike rate of 200. Incredible. Abhishek Sharma, another 50. That's only the 8th over. That's round of applause from his teammates. Wonderful, wonderful knock.
You mentioned strike rate is strike rate in 2025 is 203. So what he does, he gives a fantastic platform for the Indian middle order to take over once he's done his job.
And you can see the difference that when an off spinner makes straight away. He's made an impact. He's only gone for 2 runs, 2 singles in this over. And he's not a frontline bowler, he's a part-timer.
There's excellent over. There's 2 conceded, 8 gone, 83 for 1.
हिंदुस्तान मिले हिंदुस्तान से
Take it, Tyler.
There are some things you must tolerate.
कोशिश को कामयाबी को शोहरत बनते देखा है। हाँ, पिछले 60 सालों में मैंने देश को बनते देखा है। कमला हसन, 60 सालों से अनोखा स्वाद।
Oh, it's off the edge, really edge, straight down to Laura. And Rushad Hassan has another. This time it is Shivam Dube. This is just coming to bag. Shivam Dube promoted up the order to get some time out in the middle. Was that the wrong one? Yes, it was the wrong one. He was looking at it towards mid-on. So he hit it against the spin, therefore he did not middle it. And that's a good catch taken comfortably, of course, by Rudai. To give Rishad his second wicket in the second over. 2 round 83 in the 9th. Dube got for 2.
Hi, come on. रुक क्यों गए guys?
Asian Paints Royal Glitz. घर के डेकोर को ग्लिच अप करने के लिए 80504 80504 पर मिस कॉल दें.
Gift up your decor. It's
and get free movie tickets from PVR INOX.
So, what do you think?
Yes.
Ismail Khan was better.
Pay credit card bills, win free movie tickets.
Surya Kumar Yadav led at the crease. That's Shivam Dube. Lighted up the order. Richard Hussain doing a good job at the moment.
Yes, he's been very impressive. Few times that I've seen him. What a career this man has had. Look at that strike rate over 166, 21 50s, 400s.
Kind of begs the question then, Sonny, the reason for sending Shivam Dube in at number 3. We're trying to work it out. You look at the strike rates of Surya Kumar Yadav, Tilak Varma, 152, Sky up over 160, Dube at 130. What would have been the reason for sending him in at 3? Is it just to give him some time in the middle? We'll talk about that after we talk about that. Sailing out of the park.
Yeah, sitting with the turn after 14 deliveries, we get a boundary. We don't get a boundary, we get a 6. Abhishek Sharma is in tremendous form. Look at that backlift and look at that follow through. Look at that follow through after the connection. Look at that follow through right over the right shoulder, the follow through of the mat. And the only reason you asked me about today was that you have to give him some cutting time out in the middle. In the tournament, we've had Surya Kumar Yadav getting a big score against Pakistan. He got 48 not out. So he's had some time out in the middle. Tilak Varma batted superbly against Pakistan the other day. Abhishek and Shubman Gill have had some good partnerships, good starts. And so therefore, at number 5, and even Samson batted a bit, which is the reason why I think Dube was promoted. Normally, a right-hander gets out, a right-hander would have come in. But I think it's just to try and give him some, batting time out in the middle. But unfortunately, he didn't quite grab it.
Ends the 9th over. Another successful one for Rashad. It's 91 for 2.
इम्पॉसिबल है आज तक किसी ने नहीं किया कैसे करोगे 20 में करेंगे अब 20 में 400 रन माउंटेन ड्यू ज्यादा हिम्मत अब 20 में 400 रन माउंटेन ड्यू ज्यादा माउंटेन ड्यू ज्यादा हिम्मत
Gemini, my skin's dry but sticky from the heat. What here could help?
I see a light hydrating essence. That'll be great.
In that really round arm action from Saif. Push for 2? No.
He bowled a good tight over. Saif, but got give away just 2 runs in that first over.
Been superb again, Abhishek. Such a clean striker of the ball. First 2 overs, only 10 without loss. India, then they produced 62 for none. The next 4 to post the power play. 19 for 2.
There it is in the slot, and he's unafraid to hit it. But look at his hitting range, it's straight. Then he moves down the pitch and gives himself a little bit of room so he can crash it over, bit off an extra cover. They're all cricketing shots when you look at it. There's nothing, no slogging involved. And even when he hits it over mid-wicket, he hits it with the turn, Abhishek Sharma.
It's the presence of mind to take note of the field, who's coming in, who's going out, where the gaps are, the ability to hit the ball leg side and offside when you're going down the pitch, not just looking one side of the ground. Sweeps hard. And nicely picked up by the shot out on the boundary.
He can play the sweep anywhere. He can play the sweep in front of square, behind square. He can play it fine. Terrific, absolutely. Probably the best player of the sweep shot in the T20 format.
Not really hit it harder, I don't think, Sonny. But 3, 4, 5 yards wide, that goes for 4. It was travelling so quickly.
But I think the speciality or the peculiarity of the Dubai ground is near the boundary line, there is the outfield's heavy. So it sometimes slows down unless it's been really powerfully hit.
Oh! Quick one past the outside edge. So at the 10 over mark, India batting first. They are 96 for 2 and we'll take drinks. Shut it. Forget it. खुशियों का सफर स्प्लेंडर प्लस
इम्पॉसिबल है आज तक किसी ने नहीं किया कैसे करोगे 20 में करेंगे अब 20 में 400 में माउंटेन ड्यू मतलब ज्यादा हिम्मत अब 20 में 400 में माउंटेन ड्यू ज्यादा माउंटेन ड्यू ज्यादा हिम्मत
Oh, lovely. Well done. अब होगा बड़ा स्टूडियो, नया कैमरा, नई लाइट, लगे हाथ में कार भी ले लो, उसी लोन से नो लोन लिए गए काम में लगाओ, समय से EMI चुकाओ, क्रेडिट स्कोर बढ़ाओ और अगला लोन आसानी से पाओ। कार में तुम्हारी फोटो तो ले लो। आप कौन?
RBI कहता है
वित्तीय समझदारी समृद्ध नारी।
Just another Virtus on a long drive to get coffee. Spreading goosebumps. Taking on time. And what's around the turn? No drive is just another drive when you're in a Virtus. Volkswagen.
फ्रॉड मेरे साथ नहीं होगा, ऐसा मैं सोचती थी। फिर एक छोटी सी गलती की और पूरा बैंक अकाउंट खाली।
मैडम आपकी कंप्लीट डिटेल्स।
अपने पैसे सेफ रखिए। डेली पेमेंट एयरटेल पेमेंट्स बैंक से कीजिए ताकि मेन अकाउंट सुरक्षित रहे। हमें आपके पैसे नहीं, आपकी सेफ्टी चाहिए। Good girl.
Mama, I will miss my cozy bed.
Good night, guys.
I'm really going to miss these evenings. I'm going to miss these little moments.
Seriously, guys. Just a 2-week vacation.
It's never easy to leave a home furnished by Interior. Furniture inspired by moments that matter. Interior.
लोन में तो टाइम लगेगा। इस स्पीड में बुमराह की बॉल जाएगी, उतनी स्पीड में एलएनटी फाइनेंस का 2-व्हीलर लोन भी आ जाएगा। मतलब बैट्समैन की बूम होते होते जूम हो जाओगे। ये तो मेरे जितना फास्ट। एलएनटी फाइनेंस जस्ट जूम 2-व्हीलर लोन। हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। बोलो सुबह केसरी।
मेरा सुपर पावर देखा, सब साफ कर डाला। अब मुझे गूगल सर्च में देखो, वहाँ आसपास के सारे स्टोर्स मिल जाएंगे। कम सी लाइव इन एक्शन। शॉपिंग का बेस्ट केप्ट सीक्रेट है गूगल सर्च।
High and straight and long as well from Abhishek. Abhishek, 6 more straight after the drinks break.
That's an amazing shot, isn't it? Because immediately after the drinks break, because there's been an interruption, your focus has just shifted. Because, you're talking to the 12th man, all the support staff. Batters have been known to get out. But here, the first ball, it's in the slot, slow delivery, and look at that. Straight batted again. Straight batted, locked it over, long off for a 6.
I love about it, predominantly, it's just uncomplicated. So in great positions, the lovely free-flowing swing of the bat.
And the follow-through after the connection. Often we talk about the swing of the bat, but it's a follow-through as well. Right over the right shoulder. Brilliant.
Well, he's gone back-to-back half-centuries. As Abhishek Sharma, only one man has done that for India in Asia Cup T20 history. Great Virat Kohli. Abhishek joins him with this half-century, Sonny.
It's magnificent stuff again. Like what we saw from Kohli then. Brilliant then. This is the left-handed. Abhishek Sharma doing that. Blowing a kiss to somebody in the crowd there.
A couple pretty comfortably. And the other thing he does so well is he takes the bowler on very early in the over. The first ball of the over, so often you see Abhishek looking for a 4 or a 6. His strike rate off the first ball of the over, whether it be the innings or a new over from any bowler, is 240. Oh, in the gap, 4 more. Carved away over deep cover.
And again, when you look at that backflip, look at the slight pause when he sees the length of the ball and then bringing the bat down again, completing that swing. There's just that slight pause there as he sees now the ball is short, it's a little bit wide, so he can open the face of the bat and hit it over the cover fielder for a boundary.
Back to point. Should bring about a couple more. And good piece of fielding. Ends the 11th over. India cruising along, 112 for 2.
Gemini, my skin's dry but sticky from the heat. What here could help?
I see a light hydrating essence. That'll be great.
Now this is legit.
Loves its SUVs. Meet the tire that is every SUV's choice. MRF Wanderer.
The taste of success.
EV 60,000 रुपए से कम में खरीदा और 90 पैसे पर किलोमीटर पे चलती है।
VX2 बदलते इंडिया का स्कूटर e-Future.
Just the 2 wickets, Shubman Gill and Shivam Dubey. That reserve back, brilliant. Absolutely outstanding chance. Oh, yes. Got him. That is simply superb from Rashad Hussain at backward point. Great dive, terrific throw. And Abhishek is short of his ground.
There was no run in it. No need for him to come down so quickly because you've got to see whether the ball has passed the fielder. Today the fielding is so good. And the backward point fielder is generally
Hold it in his hand. Collected the ball. So, can I have the split screen for this, please? Split screen also. Okay. Copy that. Thank you. Through ball is in his hand, left hand. Yes, he broke the base with the ball in his hand. I have decision to the giant screen.
Well, the giant screen will tell you. That is out. Brilliant piece of fielding. Mustafi Zur did the clean-up work and took the bails off. A wonderful innings has come to an end. Abhishek Sharma got for 75, 112 for three.
विकेट गिरी पर टाइल नहीं गिरेगी रॉफ की पकड़ जैसे मगर की चकड़
खुद को बॉन्ड समझ रहे थे वहां से लेकर वेरी बॉन्ड मत बनो बॉन्ड में इन्वेस्ट करो और 9 to 12% फिक्स रिटर्न ओनली ऑन Brent number now.
Investments in debt securities, municipal debt securities, securitized debt instruments are subject to risk, including delay and/or default in payment. Read all the offer-related documents carefully.
Asian Paints Beautiful Homes Painting Service. काम हमारा, क्रेडिट आपका. On time painting के लिए इन्हें कॉल 80504 805.
Abhishek Sharma. Not another one, not another one.
Yes, Hardik Pandya being promoted up the order again. He's got a good strike rate as well, 141. The average about 27.58. And he'll be looking to get some batting time. He'll be looking to get some runs under his belt.
The one. Start to the over from Fizz, but this was simply superb, Sonny.
Have a look at this fielding. It's brilliant, absolutely. He punts the ball hard. That is terrific. He gets the ball and then gets rid of it so quickly. Back of the hand. Brilliant. Magnificent. Your best fielders are always there at that position. Jump T's corner. Always the best fields over there.
Sneaks past the leg stump. Yeah, the beauty of that bit of fielding was it was almost like it was reverse cut, the dive. And picks it up in his right hand, but away to his left. So he's dived to his left, but rolled over and cut it in his right hand reverse cut. Brilliant.
And so he was able to get rid of the ball immediately. Just got up and it wasn't a question of transferring it from one end to the other. Well, what a good over this has turned out to be. Just 2 runs off the 5 deliveries and the wicket as well. Wicket in the first ball of the over. Brilliant. Have a look at this fielding. Have a look. And there's this big punch hard. And you're right, actually, the reverse cup.
And Abhishek thought that there was a single in it, but there was nothing in it.
Clark. Has he put it down? Has he put it down? No. He forgot to appeal. He's got to go upstairs for this. That was straight off the glove.
By director, we have a player with a 4 behind. Original mission is not out. I will check the pitch, fair delivery. Start with the front on, please. Give me the outright. Give me the outright also. Okay, thank you. Waiting for outright, Hakim. Please. Yes. Satisfied that's a clear spike to have the ball next to the net. No gap between bat and ball. Go back to umpire umpire Patkin, please. Patkin, you need to. Yes. Thank you. Patkin, you need to change your decision of not out to out. And still make a signal. Thank you.
Yes. The not out decision given out. In fact, I don't know whether it was a decision given at all. He's gone. Jacob Yadav.
हिंदुस्तान मिले हिंदुस्तान से
तो तुमने पहले ट्राई किया like that, no?
नहीं यार ये भी बढ़िया है
But what is a safe option, no? Safest in segment, ma'am. 6 airbags, 5-star rating. पहली पेट सर्विस 30,000 किलोमीटर पर आएगी.
30,000?
Skoda Fan Fest is live. Walk in today for a test drive and a real exciting benefit.
गांव को नगर को महानगर बनते देखा है हाँ पिछले 60 सालों में मैंने देश को बनते देखा है कम लागत 60 सालों से अनोखा स्वाद
Now the game has changed so quickly. India still in the driver's seat and they're in a great position. But when you have two new batters at the crease, it's just the kind of motivation that a fielding side needs. Bowlers who have struggled to keep the batters quiet. They get an opportunity to bowl to new batters. Dilip Verma, excellent finishing touches in the last game. Strike rate incredible, average unbelievable. All these guys have just ridiculous numbers. Just saw Abhishek Sharma start of the inning 197 strike rate. Tell you what, Bangladesh deserved this somewhat of a comeback in this game and started with that brilliant run out. And to get Abhishek Sharma out in that fashion is a massive bonus. There is separate with these two guys, Abhishek and Shubman Gill. The keeper didn't bother to appeal. And if you can lip read, he was saying, why wasn't that given out? Because it was very obvious. But Surya stood his ground, waited for the umpire to make the decision, said not out. And in the end, that had to be reviewed.
Yeah, what a match he is having. I remember he didn't play the last match, Rishad Hussain, among the wickets, and also that brilliant piece of fielding to send Abhishek back in the pavilion. Now, good thinking from the skipper, getting a slip in place.
And I thought it's something that we saw against Sri Lanka as well when Bangladesh won that important game on this ground. It's just this new spirit in the field. And have a look at that. It's a one-handed shot, reverse cut, and the throw was perfection. That's how they got back into this game. Well deserved. Tells you the importance of fielding, whatever the format. But India still, I think, somewhat responsible for this state at the moment. Just messed around with the batting order too much of them. I just couldn't understand Shivam Dubey coming up the order. He's batted twice already in the tournament. It's not like the other batters don't have the ability that was expected of Dubey. In fact, the strike rate of Dubey versus spin is 137 as opposed to Sky 146. They could just stick with the normal batting order because each and every batter in that Indian batting lineup, this current T20 team, has the ability to take on the pacers and the spinners. Just like that. Just a reminder on cue. Brilliant shot.
खुशबू का सफर स्प्लेंडर प्लस There are some things you need to
Samson come in. Not sure he's batted that low down in the batting order. Then Akshar Patel is looking. Not out at the end.
Things started to go wrong for India in the ninth over, the first delivery when Dubey got out. And they picked up 3 wickets in the space of 24 deliveries, including that run out.
Yeah, I really believe in this batting lineup that India have, with all of them having the averages and the strike that we saw. And guys like Hardik Pandya there, there's really no need for too many promotions. Shivam Dubey can stay at his normal batting position. Go on the left-hand, right-hand combination. You have it in your original batting order. They wanted to give Shivam Dubey a bat. Well, he's had a couple of outings in this tournament. They didn't change their playing 11, so I'm not thinking they're experimenting too much in this game, India.
And when you talk about changes, Bangladesh have made 4, Sanjay.
It's got to balance things out, isn't it? I think some valid, some valid in Tanzim. A good inclusion. Mahedi is a shocker that he's not playing today. Taskin, we don't know why he's not playing.
You know, the 2 changes that has been impressive is Rishad Hussain and Tanzim Hassan making an impact. And that's the rest of the batting from India. And at 7, look at that strike rate. 140 plus for 7 and 8.
The 2 names that you mentioned, Athar, both should not have been dropped in the last game. Both of them had a good last game before they were left out of the playing 11.
I completely agree with you, Sanjay.
One of those few Indian batters in the lineup that is very keen to play this reverse sweep, and he's pretty good at it.
It's never easy for a new batter to come and play shots right from the word go. Okay, another good over. This is very good for Bangladesh. Nasum. Just
Presenting the Maruti Suzuki Victoris. Got it all.
मेरा
सॉरी बेटा, पर प्यार तो इसी को कहते हैं।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। बोलो सुनो केसरी।
Buildings after that, the mishaps run out. Couple of wickets falling, quick running needed. Is that by a bit, that directed run out? Lots to like about Rishad. Not just his fielding, he's got some skills as a bowler as well.
They needed a dirt hit here. It would have been in. Yeah, Rishad was excellent, outstanding, and not only as a bowler but also as a fielder. Yeah, they've been pretty sharp in the field, apart from that drop chance early on.
He's too quick, Hardik Pandya.
Yeah, he's been to pick up the bowler. Picking up through the eye to clear the field both occasions. Farrell's getting caught in the lead. And then this is simply sensational. One inning stop to his left side, picks it up, let it go. One bounce straight to the face.
Is it long enough? Unfortunately not. And he's clung on to it. India lost another. And boy, he deserved the wicket. Hudson, he's got one now.
Yeah, he's the one who suffered when Abhishek was dropped early in the innings when he was on 7. But this is good. This is fantastic. Slower delivery. That's the way to go on these kind of a surfaces. He didn't pick that one up. And in the end, a very well judged catch in the deep from Saif Hassan. Not coming from the middle part of the bat. He'll be a happy man. Tanzim.
वहां से रिटर्न वेरी रिस्क बॉन्ड मत बनो बॉन्ड में इन्वेस्ट करो और 95% फिक्स रिटर्न्स on your Wind app. Download now.
Investments in debt securities, municipal debt securities, securitized debt instruments are subject to risks, including delay and/or default in payment. Read all the offer-related documents carefully.
The pressure of both gaming and streaming on one laptop. But my Lenovo Legion stays cool under intense pressure. Lenovo, carry it on.
एनर्जी ये लो पैसे ये क्या मजाक है
छोड़ किसने किया जब मांगे कोई एनर्जी तो देना उन्हीं
स्टिंग एनर्जी का फ्रस्ट्रेटिंग स्टिंग
Gemini, my skin's dry but sticky from the heat. What here could help?
I see a light hydrating essence that'll be great.
Now this is legit.
Hudson running in. Akshar Patel has come out to the middle. Effectively, you'll have Sanju Samson batting at number 8 now in this batting lineup. An efficient batter. In his career that we just saw, has played some crucial innings at number 5, 6, 7. He's been a floater in the Champions Trophy and they use him a lot as a batter, as a floater. And more often than not, will deliver. Could be Hardik Pandya.
Now this is very good. Remember, they've kept on picking up wickets at regular intervals, and it's been 11 delivered since the last boundary. So the bowling has been brilliant. That's the wicket. Rolling the fingers over. He thought he was in business, but it was the slow nature of the surface, that ball not coming onto the bat. He skies it. And the fielder in the deep side does the rest. Very good comeback. You mentioned they were going great guns after the end of the 10th over, 96 for 2. This is brilliant for Bangladesh.
Yogi get one for that. And we'll be happy with it. 15 overs gone, 132.
बिजली का बिल, किराना, स्कूल फीस सब हो गया। बन गया बजट? हाँ, 5,000 बच गए। तो नई साड़ी ले ले? ना, पिछले महीने तो ली थी। एक और? नहीं, पहले बजट बनाओ, फिर छोटी छोटी बचत को बैंक में सेव करो और पैसों को बढ़ते देखो। बढ़ी गई। जाओ भाई।
आरबीआई कहता है
वित्तीय समझदारी समृद्ध नारी।
शौक को खेल, खेल को जुनून बनते देखा है। हाँ, मैंने देश को बनते देखा है। कमला हसन, 60 सालों से अनोखा स्वाद।
1 over conceded 17. The next over, after the wickets fell, he conceded just 1. So slowly he's coming back in this game and will finish his 4 for sure. Naseem also gets an opportunity.
Yeah, in that particular over that you're talking about, Mustafizur Rahman, he also picked up a wicket of Sri Lanka from Yadav. And he's gone on to pick the most wickets in T20 international for Bangladesh. 150 wickets now. He just overtakes Shakib Al Hasan. Now the leading wicket taker in T20 internationals for Bangladesh, Mustafizur Rahman, with 150 scuffs.
He was incredible in the last game, crucial game for Bangladesh against Sri Lanka. Mahedi was the other outstanding bowler. And at the moment, India just looking for ones and twos. Hardik also hasn't got enough batting time out there. Unfortunately run out when he got that promotion at number 4. One of the earlier matches was run out at the non-strikers end. He's going for the big one on the leg side.
Yeah, when you start losing wickets one after another, there is a bit more pressure on the new batters, and you can certainly see now they've gone in to have a quick chat. What can do differently at this stage of the game? Only 2 singles in the first 4 deliveries. It's been excellent. 16 deliveries in the last boundary, Sanjay. And they're both beautiful.
Asian Paints Royal Glitz.
Gift up your decor. It's worth it.
Pay your credit card bill or Fred during this match and get free movie tickets from PVR Arena.
So, what do you think?
Yeah.
This one was better.
Pay credit card bills, win free movie tickets.
Attempt to express himself, I guess. Just come in. In the first half, we've seen here in Dubai, the pitch is not as easy for a new batter to come in and start hammering straight away. Second half, you can do it.
Still have 4 more overs after this.
You have to dive to get in. Ball then hit the stump for a change.
इम्पॉसिबल है आज तक किसी ने नहीं किया कैसे करोगे 20 में करेंगे
अब 20 में 400 में माउंटेन ड्यू मतलब ज्यादा हिम्मत अब 20 में 400 में माउंटेन ड्यू ज्यादा हिम्मत
विराज राइट से राइट इन स्टीव
आपने वरदान स्टील का नाम सुना हो?
कोर्स आप मिस्टर वरदान के बेटे
नहीं,
दामाद
शेयर होल्डर्स।
सही
टाइम पे उनके शेयर्स खरीदे, तभी आज मैं यहाँ
जो आगे की सोचते हैं ग्रो करते हैं। डाउनलोड ग्रो और स्टॉक्स म्यूचुअल फंड्स एंड आईपी।
प्रतिभूति बाजार में निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है। निवेश करने से पहले सभी संबंधित दस्तावेजों को ध्यान से पढ़ें। हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। बोलो जुबान केसरी।
Gemini, my skin's dry but sticky from the heat. What here could help?
I see a light hydrating essence. That'll be great.
Now that's the future.
So Mustafizur back into the attack and good comeback by Bangladesh. Last 5 overs. This 23 runs scored, 3 wickets taken. Not only have they put the brakes on the scoring, they've chipped away at the wickets. Well, he's gone upstairs.
TV umpire director, we have a player review for fall behind. Original decision is
keeper heard something.
We have checked the field.
Went to the bowler
Yeah,
and said,
delivery
"Please
to
go
the
up."
front run, please. Tell me one more time, please. This ball is very close to that. I'll try it here, please. To be turning through, please. Keep it turning satisfied. Cut line as the ball passes the back. No back involved. Go back to on-field umpire Ruchi, please. Ruchi, you can stay with the original note of decision.
No strike. Finding the fielders at the moment. But they've been brilliant in the field. Bangladesh have been outstanding in the field. Taking some great catches. Also the fielding, look at that. Absolutely brilliant. Superb fielding. That's that I show brilliance in the field that can turn a game around. Abhishek Sharma, when he was there, his projected scores were much higher. Yes, at that stage when Abhishek Sharma was batting, India would have been thinking 200 plus. Now they'll be pretty happy if they get to 177, 180 maybe. This is all Abhishek was playing. Just toying with the bowling. Playing all kinds of shots. Drive, the lofted drive, the cut, and then the half century. Back-to-back half centuries. Again, striking at over 200 in that innings. Just to let you know how Bangladesh have come back. Most power play. Now they've scored, India scored 64 for the loss of 5 wickets, and we are closing in on 10 overs. He was the dominant factor out there. Also goes to show it's not a track where you can just come out and play a shot. It's not that easy. He made it look easy because of the form he's in. That's nicely played. Respected spot. After 22 balls, a much needed boundary for India. He does play this shot really well. Lofted shot over extra cover. He can hit it into the crowd as well for a 6. But this time it was wide-ish half volley. Quick to seize out that opening the face of the bat. You can see how he's opened the face of the bat. Hit it well over extra cover. Just didn't try and hit it too hard. The emphasis was on placement. So 6 of the over, another good one for Bangladesh, 141 for 5.
Good God. Mama, I will miss my cozy bed.
Good night, guys.
I'm really going to miss these evenings. I'm going to miss these little moments.
Seriously, Liz? Just a 2-week vacation.
It's never easy to leave a home furnished by Interior. Furniture inspired by moments that matter. Interior.
पापा इससे पहले जो चलाई थी वही ले ले कुछ कह रहे थे मैं इनकी सर्विस में डाउट था सर ओवर 300 टच पॉइंट्स 170 सेंचुरीज पर इन्हें सिर्फ 25 ही साल हुए हैं तुमसे तो ज्यादा ही है
Skoda Fan Fest is live. Walk in today for a test drive and reveal exciting benefits. Skoda.
There are some things humans do. So comes in into his final over. He's done a pretty good job. 1 for 16 before this. I think that's terrific. The economy of just a little over 5 runs and over. That is terrific bowling. Assume was a bit expensive, 34 of his 4. This is terrific. And good change of pace. Mixed it up nicely. Average score on this ground is 152. In T20s in 2025. Get a winning score, you've got to get past 170. Pradesh hanging in there, not allowing India to get away. If India have to get to that 170, I think this pair holds the key. I think we know can be dangerous. Okay, an upshot. Breakthrough here will make a big difference. That's beautifully struck. Powerfully struck from how they come there. There comes an extra cover drive again. He very seldom hits it towards the backward point boundary. He hits it between, see that again, he hits it between mid-off and extra cover. Smashed it. Probably gone on the back a little quicker than it came onto the back. Most of them scoring shots have been proper cricketing shots. So that should be no ball sitting. So free hit now. An opportunity to break free, get past 150. Now this is a crucial delivery. A 6 or a boundary here will get India to 152 or 154. It rolled 3 overs so well. Now suddenly he's looking to do something different. Again, the placement good, but there's a fielder in the deep. Get a couple of runs, taking India to 150 now. Partnership adding 21 of 20. So 14 balls to go. So you would say they strike at 12 or another 28 runs will get them to 178. Happy with 180. Remember, for Bangladesh, no Litandas today. For the side sprints or Jafar Ali captaining a team for the first time, T20s. That's four. And you can see in this over, he's tried, Sunny mentioned, too many different things, not stuck to the basics, which he did in the first 3 overs. A slow delivery that was wide, just lost control, and this one too. He has 13 runs so far. And when you look at the fact that in 3 overs he'd given only 15, this tells you that, when you look to do something different, you can pay for it.
has been all over the shop in this over. It's gone for 14.
लोन में तो वो टाइम लगेगा। इस स्पीड में बुमराह की बॉल जाएगी, उतनी स्पीड में एलएनटी फाइनेंस का टू व्हीलर लोन भी आ जाएगा। बैट्समैन की बूम होते होते बाइक लेकर जूम हो जाओगे। ये तो मेरे जितना फास्ट। एलएनटी फाइनेंस जस्ट जूम टू व्हीलर लोन।
There are some things you will tolerate.
Again, it's that extra cover area. He's peppering that area, Hardik Pandya. It's the third time in as many overs that he's hit the ball in that direction, and all for boundaries.
And he's using the angle that Mustafizur creates, bowling left hand over the wicket, trying to angle the ball towards slip. That is his natural line. And so what he's doing is he's just clearing his front foot and then again opening the face of the bat. Look at that. And he's a powerful hitter of the ball. Look at the speed at which the ball has travelled.
He has a good record against Bangladesh. He strikes at 187, averages at just under 50.
There again, very, very good work from Bangladesh. They've been superb in the outfield. Absolute delight to watch them field. Running around very hard, looking to stop the boundaries. Chennai is so quick to get to the ball and get rid of it.
Especially the run out of Abhishek Sharma. That was simply brilliant. How quick that happened and changed the course of the game. He's looking to muscle it, right timing it, he'd still get two. Now this for me was the turning point of that innings. India looking good to get past 200 easily, or close to 200. Then this happened.
Look at that, the reverse cup. And so the ball is in his throwing hand, and Abhishek was very late turning back. He had gone too far.
That's twice he's been run out in his T20 career, both against Bangladesh. What India would need is a heavy 6 or a boundary from here that'll then get them in proximity of 180. 8 balls left. You have to find a deep in space.
Of 27 deliveries. Hardik Pandya has got 24 out of those 34.
Good field now. Mid-off is up. He's plucked that extra cover area with a man on the boundary. Looking to take the pace of the ball. So 9 runs coming off that last over. 1 over to go. It's 164 for 5.
Hindustan mile, Hindustan se.
ये क्या मजाक है?
शुरू किसने किया? जब मांगे कोई एनर्जी तो देना ओनली स्टिंग।
Energy का fundraising. What are you doing?
Making a video for my team. And render.
Till this finishes, no practice?
It's done.
Settle it. Slice away to get 2. You want to keep the strike in this over because he's the one timing it better. 37 from 27. Yes, Akshar has tried, but he hasn't been able to get the ball away. No boundaries, no 6. On the other hand, 4 boundaries to Hardik Pandya. That's how he's batted over extra cover. Most of the boundaries coming in that extra cover direction. This one, of course, off the top edge. That's in the air on the bounce to Longov. Bangladesh should be happy they've got him away from the strike. He's 67 now. Good bowling, very good bowling this. Good Yorker. 3 deliveries left. India will be looking to get to maybe 175. 6 or a boundary much needed. Bangladesh so far doing a good job in this over. Again, change of pace, a swing and a miss. It's 3 so far, 4 balls. They're struggling to come to grips with timing on the surface. What a good final over this is turning out to be. Just 4 runs, 2 top balls in the final over. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant from Saifuddin. In fact, the Bangladesh bowling effort and fielding effort has been top class. From what looked at one stage that they'd be chasing around 200. They whittled it down. And that's second in the deep. And a really good finish this for Bangladesh. Just 4 runs conceded in that last over. They got the wicket of Hardik Pandya. They kept India below 170. And they'll be mighty pleased with this effort because when Abhishek Sharma was there, 190, 200, he would look on the cards. Done well to restrict India to the score. They were exceedingly well. The first wicket fell at 77. And at that stage, it looked as if India would definitely get to about 200 because they had 9 wickets. Good batting depth, but a little change in batting order can upset the form, and that's exactly what happened. Good innings that from Hardik Pandya, 38 of 29 deliveries. 168 for 6 is what India scored.
Oh, lovely. Well done. अब होगा बड़ा स्टूडियो, नया कैमरा, नई लाइट। लगे हाथ में कार भी ले लो, उसी लोन से नो लोन ये गए काम नहीं लगाओ, समय से EMI चुकाओ, क्रेडिट स्कोर बढ़ाओ और अगला लोन आसानी से पाओ। कार में तो मेरी फोटो तो
आरबीआई कहता है
वित्तीय समझदारी समृद्ध नारी।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी। Unleash freshness while stone cold body perfumes.
New very crack spreads और chili के साथ थोड़ा zingy, थोड़ा fiery। हर golden spreads में tastes of very crack spreads।
Particularly the Bangladesh supporters will be very happy with the way their team has performed. You can see the terrific opening partnership once again. Platform laid there, and then wickets falling at regular intervals. Once Gill went, Shivam Dubey was promoted. He didn't last long. Surya Kumar Yadav missed out again. And Bangladesh, thanks to some brilliant fielding, got themselves back into the contest. But it was Abhishek Sharma who entertained all.
Yes, continuing his form. I think this bet against Pakistan on Sunday, moving down the pitch and slobbering the ball away. And you can see over there, like all left-handers, favouring the offside a lot more than the onside. And getting another half century. You can see over there how many runs he's got on the offside. 21% behind the backward point, and then 28% around with cover and extra cover, and 15% straight and win-out positions.
Bangladesh really pulling things back, as that graphic will suggest. First 6 overs, 72 runs, and then in the next 14 overs, just 96. And Bangladesh picking up 6 wickets in that period. Means target will be 169. And Rishad Hussain was the man who got wickets in the middle overs, 2 for 27 for him. And Hassan bowled well until the last over, where he tried too many things, went for 18. Otherwise, a good effort. Mustafizur, again, a good comeback after being expensive in the first over. So overall, a spirited performance by Bangladesh with their bowling and in the field. So the target, 169, 20 overs to get there.
This broadcast was co-presented by Mountain Dew, JP Tire, Asian Paints, Vimal, and Hero MotoCorp in association with Interior by Godrej and L&T Finance.
ऑफिस में मुझे लोग क्या करें? गेम खेलकर
मगरमच्छ पैदा हुआ।
दुनिया में सबसे बड़ा रोग मेरे बारे में क्या कहेंगे लोग? मतलब गजब है, वही गजब है।
John October 3, Rock Selling Novelty, Sony Entertainment Television of Sony Live Par. India versus Sri Lanka. It's Friday शाम 7 बजे Sony Sports Network और Sony Live Par.
मेरे आंसुओं के बूंद को मैं मोती सा चमकाऊंगी माँ। मेरी बेटी मेरा अभिमान है। तू सपने बड़े देख, पूरा मैं करके दिखलाऊंगी।
इतना कॉन्फिडेंस है आपके अंदर।
केबीसी ने सिखाया सर, कॉन्फिडेंस रहो और नॉलेज भी रखो।
13वां प्रश्न 25 लाख रुपए ये रहा।
This show is presented by Amul in association with Ultratech.
This is Amul Extra Innings. 169 run target is what India has set for Bangladesh at the halfway mark. I've got Sanjay Manjrekar and Nathar Ali Khan in studio with me. But the story of how India got to those 168 runs is quite interesting. The first 3 overs were very quiet for India. Then they went on to get their highest power play score in the tournament. In the middle overs, 5 wickets fell, and then it was a quiet last 4. Athar, are you happy with the way things have gone? you have to
I know.
So this is a show about
No, I'm not giving answer.
This is not going to be good.
This is very good for Bangladesh. I mean, the kind of start that India had, one would have hoped that at that stage when you had this 70 odd in the first 6 overs, 200 was on the board. But to be able to come back and contain, not only contain, I think due to some excellent fielding, Rishad Hussain's run-up can turn out to be a turning point. At the same time, Abhishek Sharma's innings, when he smashed those runs in 30 odd balls when he got this 70 plus, he was also lucky. Remember, Bangladesh dropped the caps when he was only a score of 7 individual scores of 7. That could have changed things on its head. But this is cricket. You grab one chance, you drop one chance, it can totally change. But Bangladesh will be happy because they'll take 168 for sure. Because at one stage it looked like 200 was very much a possibility. So well bowled Bangladesh, but mind you, they need to bat against a high quality Indian attack.
Also, they chased down 168 when they were playing that very first Super Fours encounter against Sri Lanka. Athar has been avoiding praising Bangladesh entirely because he doesn't want the nazar. But we understand that.
Yeah, that's why I'm here, no? Yeah, because we started on the show saying this.
Yeah.
So I know this guy for the last 15, 20 years. So his insight is very, very exciting. That there is a possibility Bangladesh will beat India. So I'm going to jinx it by saying definitely it will be a cakewalk for Bangladesh. Because they are so good. I mean, who is Bumrah, Kuldeep Yadav and all these players? They manage. I see Bangladesh winning hands down.
Alright, we'll get to the chat about Bumrah and Kuldeep Yadav in just a bit, but let's talk about how India came into this one unchanged, but a lot changed. That batting lineup was shaken, not stirred.
I think, I don't know, you never know who's making those decisions. But I tweeted after a long time, saying in a batting lineup, when you have somebody like Surya Kumar Yadav, and then you have Sanju Samson, and then you have Tilak Verma, you have Hardik Pandya, tell me why do you need to promote Shivam Dubey to score quicker or take on the spinners? Shivam Dubey's strike rate is lower against spin than Surya Kumar Yadav and all that. So somebody is getting restless inside. I think he's feeling a little bit of FOMO. That nothing, I'm not able to do anything, and maybe certain changes were made. With this batting lineup, you can afford to just sit back and have that left-hand, right-hand combination going and have your original batting lineup. There's no need to change. And that change may have affected the flow a little bit, but the fielding brilliance was more the reason.
Just to add to what Sanjay is saying, also the fact that Jackery is a brand new captain. It's not easy. He's never captain in his life. So he must have got this decision that you need to leave the side. Maybe yesterday, maybe in the morning when we had that side stream, Lipan Kumar Das. I think he did whatever he could to the best of his ability, but at the same time, if you look at the numbers of Nasum Ahmed and Mohammad Saifuddin, went for 71 runs in the 7 overs. So that's where he should not have bowled them. At the same time, only 3 overs from Rishad Hussain. He did not complete 4 overs, where he was the pick of the bowlers. He picked up 2 wickets. He was brilliant in the field. And there you go. So maybe tactical errors, but at the same time, the batting has been good for Bangladesh in the last couple of games. Out of the top 4, 2 have stuck out and said, okay, are we going to be the first? Can they do it for the 3rd time? Can they do it on a consistent basis? That's the challenge. That's the big question for all our fans back home. Will they be able to do it? If someone is set, yes, but against that kind of bowling attack, we'll have to wait and see.
Zakir Ali got the men to come together really nicely because that fielding effort was outstanding, don't you think?
Yeah, absolutely. The fielding was sensational. Apart from the drop catch, I thought they threw their bodies around, they stopped those 3s into 2s, they stopped the boundaries, saved singles here and there, and that sensational run out was simply brilliant. So, fielding was absolutely, that's the one. Never easy. He's the right-hander. He goes to his left side, picks it up with the right hand, reverse up, throws it directly back. Look at that throw. Just look at that throw. One bounce, and Mustafizur was right behind that ball. Brilliant.
Yeah, and India lost their danger man, Abhishek Sharma. But it is time now for a short break. On the other side, we talk about the chase. So come right back to that.
हंसी हंसी दुलार जरा सा
The taste of India.
जरा सी
Unleash freshness while stone cold body perfumes.
लगता नहीं हम एक ही घर में रहते हैं.
घर की रौनक लौटानी हो दीवारों को जब सजाना हो नेरोला
अब घर की रौनक लौटाओ जापानीज टेक्नोलॉजी वाला नेरोलैक लगाओ. लोन में तो टाइम लगेगा ना.
इस स्पीड में बुमराह की बॉल जाएगी, इतनी स्पीड में एलएनटी फाइनेंस का टू व्हीलर लोन भी आ जाएगा.
बैट्समैन की बूम होते होते बाइक लेकर जूम हो जाओगे. ये तो मेरे जितना फास्ट. एलएनटी फाइनेंस जस्ट जूम टू व्हीलर लोन.
अरे वो ढलान वाली जमीन, उसका क्या हुआ ब्रिजेश?
नक्शा बनवाया था जी.
उसके तो बेचने के कागजात बनवाओ.
एक बार अच्छे से सोच लो. घर जिंदगी में एक ही बार बनता है.
भरोसा रखिए, घर मजबूत ही बनेगा.
तुमने सिर्फ अल्ट्राटेक की चुना. ऐसा क्यों? ताऊ जी, पापा ने ही सिखाया कि घर जिंदगी में एक ही बार बनता है. मान गए बेटा.
घर एक मौका है, इसलिए सीमेंट भी देश का नंबर 1 अल्ट्राटेक.
भी लगने लगा प्यास पी लो आमूचा दिन भर रहो फर्स्ट क्लास पी लो आमूचा और कुछ आएगा पी लो अमूल छाछ जल्दी भर दो एक और ग्लास पी लो अमूल छाछ पेट का ध्यान रखे खास पी लो अमूल छाछ रहो फर्स्ट क्लास.
This is Amul Extra Innings. India have 168 runs on the board in this match number 16 of the DP World Asia Cup 2025. This is how things stand. India sitting pretty on top. Bangladesh putting up a fight in this encounter. A win for them today will mean 2 points and they'll catapult to the top of the table if that happens. Tomorrow, Pakistan take on Bangladesh. That will be an interesting one. And then after that, to wrap up the Super 4 stage of this competition, we've got India versus Sri Lanka happening in Dubai on the 26th of September. Now, we've got 3 opening options for Bangladesh. Who are the 2 men that are going to walk out there first?
Well, you need to give an opportunity to Saif Hassan the way he has batted, and I would always feel that the right-hand, left-hand combination is a little bit more effective than the 2 left-handers. So most likely the same pair, Tanzil Hassan and Saif Hassan.
3 of Bumrah in the power play, or you think?
I think that is how they've gone normally. I hope not too many changes there in the bowling lineup because we saw some bizarre batting lineup changes. I think same. One nice thing that will happen is the bowling attack will come under a little bit of pressure because the target is not huge. But India have won despite not being at their best each and every game in the tournament, so that is likely to happen as well.
Bangladesh will fancy their chances in this chase after Saif Hassan and Tawid Hridoy chased exactly this target down a few nights ago against Sri Lanka, but it's now up to the men in blue. They've got 1 foot in the final. Can they make this happen? The chase is on.
This show was presented by Amul in association with Ultratech.
मेरे आंसुओं के बूंद को मैं मोती सा चमकाऊंगी माँ. मेरी बेटी मेरा अभिमान है. तो सपने बड़े देख, पूरा मैं करके दिखलाऊंगी.
इतना कॉन्फिडेंस है आपके अंदर.
कॉन्फिडेंट रहो और नॉलेज भी रखो.
13वां प्रश्न 25 लाख रुपए. ये रहा.
India versus Sri Lanka. It's Friday शाम 7 बजे. Sony Sports Network और Sony Live पर. ऑफिस में मुझे लोग क्या कहते हैं? गेम क्या है?
मगरमच्छ पैदा
सबसे बड़ा रोग मेरे बारे में क्या कहेंगे लोग? मतलब जो अदब है वही गजब है.
4 अक्टूबर से रात 9:30 बजे Sony Entertainment Television और Sony Live पर. This broadcast is co-presented by Mountain Dew, J.P. Tire, Asian Paints, Vimal, and Hero MotoCorp in association with Interior by Godrej and L&T Finance.
DP World Asia Cup action, match number 16, India and Bangladesh doing battle here in Dubai International Stadium in the Super Fours. And a great fight back from Bangladesh with the ball. They have restricted India to 168 and they need 169 to take the 2 points.
हिंदुस्तान मिले हिंदुस्तान से
New Very Very Crack Spritz और चिली के साथ थोड़ा जिंगी थोड़ा फायरी हर गोल्डन फ्रिट्स में tastes of Very Very Crack Spritz.
Unleash freshness. Wild Stone Cold Body Perfumes.
Around the 190-200 mark. It was a brilliant back end of the innings from Bangladesh's bowlers. Over 7 through 20, 96 for 6. They restricted India to, but they've still got a target on the board that could prove difficult. Opening combination was superb for India. New ball sliding onto the bat well. Some brilliance from Rashad Hussain with some fielding first and foremost, and then a couple of wickets. Set India back a touch, and outside of Hardik Pandya with 38 of 29 late in the piece, no one else was really able to get going. Surya Kumar Yadav based 11 deliveries for his 5, Tilak Varma 7 for his 5, and Akshar Patel 15 deliveries for his 10. Hardik Pandya, the only one to really get things going at the back end. Azhar Hassan Tamim, top of the order for Bangladesh, the right-hander. His opening partner, Saif Hassan, the left-hander who is at the non-striker's end. It'll be Hardik Pandya. Become used to seeing from India's point of view with the first over.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Countdown done. They slip in place. Regulation third and wide. Finally, innings underway. Should be a couple. They might come back for 3. It's been very untidy. First ball in the field, and now I'm not sure everything's okay up there with Kuldeep. Hopefully so. It seemed to have a slip, or as he went to slide, brought up a lot of turf. Yeah, it did. Slipped quite badly in the deep. Look at the turf that's, he's tripped up and then slipped as well. Hopefully everything okay with Kuldeep. the left-hander. Got to bring one more inside. So, yeah, deep backward squares now coming up inside the circle. The regulation slip. Fine leg and a deep third as well. All patrolling the offside inside the ring. And a mid-wicket and a mid-on. A little bit of swing and they'll pitch another one. Good evening, Sanjay Manjrekar.
Good evening, Simon, and good evening to one and all. Something that Sanju Samson as well echoed. Everyone's opinion as to how India have been in this DP World Asia Cup. Have not been at their best. I think their fans also will accept that. But despite that, they've still been able to win comfortably against some good teams in this tournament. That's where India really stands out as an international team. The inherent ability, despite not being at their best, were able to beat some good teams quite comfortably. Bit of a spring in the steps of Hardik Pandya, played a good innings, and that always helps.
It's the sign of a good side when you don't play the perfect game. And very rarely, Sanjay, do you ever play the perfect game? It's always something you're looking to improve on or little areas of concern on the odd occasion. Still putting W's on the board. A sign of the good teams. That's one or two players to step up, get your team home. In good line and length from Hardik Pandya.
This guy was so impressive in the last game. Saif Hassan, almost like the discovery for Bangladesh. Had a couple of good scores in his very short T20 international career against not full members. But against Sri Lanka, he was just outstanding player of the match. 60 odd 30 balls. And once he gets going, if he does get going, it's a treat to watch. 61 of 45 to be precise. One of your classical batters at the top of the order. And just have a look at some of the shots that he's played. You see a lot of shots in front of the pitch. Likes to go straight. And this is his hallmark. You know, the use of the wrist to play on the leg side. A bit of a whip that he gets last minute. Very heavy usage of the wrist to get the power. Going to be a novel experience for him. Played against India once before, but not in one of the major tournaments. Had the experience of playing Bumrah with the new ball shortly.
Safely behind that, a good start from Hardik Pandya. 4 without loss after.
Come on. रुक जाएगा.
Asian Paints Royal Glitz. घर के डेकोर को ग्लिच अप करने के लिए 80504 पर मिस कॉल दें.
Gift up your decor. It's worth it.
इम्पॉसिबल है. आज तक किसी ने नहीं किया. कैसे करोगे? 20 में करेंगे.
अब 20 में 400 में माउंटेन ड्यू.
मतलब ज्यादा हिम्मत.
अब 20 में 400 में माउंटेन ड्यू. ज्यादा माउंटेन ड्यू. ज्यादा हिम्मत.
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार. विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी.
It's good ball. Movement away from the left-hander. And just lure him in with a couple of those and then that searing in swinging Yorker. It's coming. Not sure what ball, Sanjay. I'm going to guess third.
Last game was a rare game in Indian cricket where Bumrah was expensive. He had been the most expensive Indian bowler. But he still did well despite that. He's just a master of his trade. And for the left-hander, they've got a slip.
Straight up. Leading edge or close to it. And very comfortably held. Shivam Dubey. He doesn't go wicketers very often, or expensive very often. He picked one up early.
Yeah, he's back to his natural behavior. It's just annoying him, isn't it? He's not really running full throttle. Doesn't run too much, but it's not that kind of a runner. He just wants to maybe hit the right line. Big swing on that one. Couple of balls leaving the left-handers. The capable player, Tanzil, trying to play on the leg side, leading edge. The big man takes a safe catch. Yeah, Bumrah is back. And Bangladesh have lost the first wicket.
देखा कैच पकड़ा ऐसे एकदम मगर की जकड़ जैसे रॉफ की पकड़ जैसे मगर की जकड़
फ्रॉड मेरे साथ नहीं होगा ऐसा मैं सोचती थी फिर एक छोटी सी गलती की और पूरा बैंक अकाउंट खाली
मैडम आपकी कंप्लीट डिटेल्स
अपने पैसे सेफ रखिए डेली पेमेंट एयरटेल पेमेंट्स बैंक से कीजिए ताकि मेन अकाउंट सुरक्षित रहे हमें आपके पैसे नहीं आपकी सेफ्टी चाहिए
God. Mama, I will miss my cozy bed.
Good night, guys.
I'm really going to miss these evenings.
Two slips now in place. And that's why Parvez Hossein Imam is the new batter.
Yeah, it's just back to the same scenario for Bumrah because there's a left-hander out there again. Just played the one game, I think, in this tournament so far. Highest score versus UAE for him. Yes, Tanzil replaced by a similar batter, left-hander. And Bumrah doing exactly the same as he did with this ball. Two slips.
Gone away, it was the other one, but he couldn't quite get the line right.
Yeah, we were debating off air whether he'll get that ball to come back in. The next one, I thought he'll go with the outswinger to the left-hander. Is in swing. He likes to do this. More than match deliveries to get wickets. Yeah, this was the leg ball in swing, trying to play on the leg side. There's a bit of bounce at the surface as well. So that helped.
Another beauty past the outside edge.
Yeah, I like this better, especially when they've committed two slip fielders in T20 cricket for this occasion. He's got to respect that occasion. Both these big banana in-swingers. There are out-swingers to the left-handers.
Shouldn't give it first slip for the bottom, first second.
And this particular delivery was just running in with a little more intent. There's more intensity in the run-up.
Well, they've had trouble with their opening combination against full member nations in the last 9 T20 matches. Only one innings of any significance at the top of the order, 63. हिंदुस्तान मिले हिंदुस्तान से देश का टायर जेके टायर
Good girl. Mama, I will miss my cozy bed.
Good night, guys.
I'm really going to miss these evenings. I'm going to miss these little moments.
Seriously, guys? Just a 2-week vacation?
It's never easy to leave a home furnished by Interior. Furniture inspired by moments that matter. Interior.
Oh, that's gone all the way down to a finish third. That'll race away for 4. Thick outside edge. Brings some reward.
The exact opposite from the other end. There's the right-hander running in, bowling out swingers. Wasn't a good shot at all. Yeah, trying to just whip it on the leg side. It's a shot that he likes to play, but there is late swing on this ball. Fortunate.
And can it get over? Does just. Racing back, the skipper at mid-off just could not quite get there.
I tell you what, we had a great view of what Surya Kumar Yadav did. No other fielder would have got that close, because the moment the ball was in the air, he had sussed where it was going to be landing somewhat. Immediately started running back, eyes on the ball, and in the end came very close to catching it. But his reaction was instant. The moment the ball was in the air, he was running backwards. Brandon Descartes is in charge of the Indian fielding unit.
Surya Kumar as well, after the fielding effort, with the towel out, drying the ball off. We saw Kuldeep slipped, really watered the outfield at some stage in the last couple of days just to make sure it stays nice and lush. But there was a lot of wiping of the ball, so I wonder if there's a little bit of dew already. There's just a slightly damp nature underfoot.
There was one game that we saw, it was a delayed start when there was heavy dew in the evening, where the ball was carrying a lot of moisture. You could see the spray of water in the air when the ball was released. They not have come from the ball necessarily. There was a lot of humidity and dew as well on the field that night.
Yeah, we thought with the conditions today and this evening, a little bit cooler, more pleasant than it has been for the last week. Definitely today's probably the best day, although that picture there might not suggest so.
Take that off. Wrong timing. But you're right, and that was a talking point for all of us when we arrived at the ground. Ravi at the toss as well mentioned it. There's a breeze blowing and it wasn't hot.
More good line and good length and a little bit of shape from Hardik.
T20s, you wonder how you score of these kind of deliveries, because this is short of length. What are the options? Maybe hitting on the up like Hardik did towards the end, or Shubman Gill would just come closer and punch it to point. The one thing he can maybe look to do against Hardik is go down the pitch, just try and get him to change his length a little bit.
Hit that one straight and well. Just one bounce, maybe. Was it just short of the advertising cushioning or not? I'd have to have a look. It might have gone all the way. Are those fans suggesting so? But also might be a little bit biased.
Clear conflict of interest there with the fans, but this is a straight. They go straight. A strong man as well. Inside, so that's going to be 4. Just a little fuller and cashed it by Bangladesh. 19 for 1.
लोन में तो टाइम लगेगा. इस स्पीड में बुमराह की बॉल जाएगी. इतनी स्पीड में एलएनटी फाइनेंस का 2-व्हीलर लोन किया जाएगा. बैट्समैन की बूम होते होते जूम हो जाओगे. ये तो मेरे जितना फास्ट. एलएनटी फाइनेंस. जस्ट जूम 2-व्हीलर लोन.
First one, rinse and repeat.
Forgive me, but I've got to take you way back to 1993 when I saw something like this, and my good friend Ajay Jadeja wouldn't mind me retelling that story, because he himself has said it on air 100 times. Fadi de Villiers at the Wanderers, bowling with the white ball, and he couldn't touch one delivery in a couple of overs or something like that. The big banana outswing, and Ajay didn't quite have a great rapport with the outswing.
Going down. They were looking for that magic one again. It was a little I think that's swinging down, Sanjay, just.
Yeah, what did the ball tracker do when it's hit on the full, on the pads? It generally gives you a projection of a straight delivery. And maybe that is what India is hoping for.
TV umpire director, we have a player review for LBW. Original distance is not out. I check the feet, it's a fair delivery. Start with the front on spin mission, please. Appears to be no bet involved, but I'll try to confirm that, please. Yes, no bet involved. Satisfied, go to ball tracker when ready, please. Waiting for ball tracker 13. Still waiting. Copy that, thank you. Still building 14. Copy that. Still building, still waiting. Copy that, director. Thank you.
Just trying to build the Hawkeye. I mean, first impressions were missing leg stump, maybe even hitting outside leg stump. But we have to go through the process to make sure everything is right. At the moment, taking a little time. Fielders have generally gone back towards their positions. I think they understand. Right, we're ready to go.
Ball tracker is timing, audience is not out. Impact umpire's call, impact umpire's call. Go back to on-field umpire 13, please. 13, you can stay with your not out decision. You're on camera, make the decision.
Decision not out, and remains not out. India did not lose their referral though. It was umpire's call.
While the umpire was, the third umpire was coming up. Yeah, while we were waiting for the mat and the ball tracker, there was so much discussion happening off there because when you see that ball, it looks like a big boomerang ball coming back in. But with the ball tracker, if it's hit on the full, very close to the stump, it generally draws a straight line. Another one. But on a loop, that particular event.
He's managed to find the edge on that occasion, but it's gone down to Shivam Dubey at third.
I think he had to pitch the ball outside leg stump for him to get some bat on it. Otherwise, it's just well bowled and dot balls, but Bumrah is somebody who's always hungry for wickets. It's amazing. He's got the same attitude in all three formats. In T20s as well, he's looking for wickets because that's how good he is. And if he needs to bowl economically, he can do that as well. But 50 overs forget the same. Just forget more of the same.
Oh, wow. Now he's decided he'll just leave the right-hander there. Very awkward looking shot. There was in no position to play that.
He's trying to play his favorite shot, but this is Bumrah. He's seeing the line in the air and he thinks it's got to finish on middle and leg for him to play that shot, whipping shot on the leg side, but there's that late movement and came at a speed of 140 kilometers per hour. He may be just ambling in, but you're seeing some of the best stuff of Bumrah at the moment.
For the inswing this time. Full protection down there in the form of Shivam Dubé. They'll pick up a couple.
Just another tycoon. Hustling way too early in the morning. Passing on to happy tears. Helping busy must be as easy. Oh, thank you, baby. No drive is just another drive. And you're in a tycoon. Volkswagen.
बहू आज जो कुछ हमारे पास है सब इनकी देन है।
क्या नाम दादाजी?
दादाजी ये तो पुष्पा अगरबत्ती के मालिक हैं। इनके स्टॉक्स में इन्वेस्ट किया था इसीलिए आज ये सब कुछ है।
जो आगे की सोचते हैं ग्रो करते हैं। डाउनलोड ग्रो फॉर स्टॉक्स म्यूचुअल फंड्स एंड आईपीओ।
प्रतिभूति बाजार में निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है। निवेश करने से पहले सभी संबंधित दस्तावेजों को ध्यान से पढ़ें।
The taste of success.
ईवी महंगी होगी ना 60,000 रुपए से कम में खरीदा है
और 90 पैसे पर किलोमीटर पे चलती है।
VX2 बदलते इंडिया का स्कूटर e-footer।
Have had the work cut out facing Bumrah. Things will be a little bit different now. Chakravarti comes into the attack. Outstanding economy at under 7, 6.8. Nicely played. Very good shot first up. Boundary up the first ball he faces.
That's very good, very clever by Iman. He walked towards the off stump so that he could then hit the ball from outside the off stump. Big strike forward and sweeps it so well. Knows where the fielders are. Fielders a little bit finer, so he hit it squarer. Very good batting back.
Was having a real tough time with Bumrah swinging away from him. Pabez looking to work that on the onside as well. Good connection. Found the gap for more back-to-back boundaries. Nicely played.
Pressure put on Varun Chakravarti. First two deliveries, hammered the boundaries. That is not something that happens to him quite regularly. So this is something new. Again, he's moved outside the off stump and he's played that sweep shot. Laid it along the ground. Knows that there is no fielder there. There is no deep mid wicket. There's a deep square leg. Now deep mid wicket going in.
Two very fine, controlled sweep shots for the first two.
Not to forget the power play is still on. Only two fielders outside the 30-meter circle for the first 6 overs.
Able just to push on the onside and pick up the one and just sort of take the strike a little bit.
Clever, very clever batting. 2 boundaries have come. Takes a single, keeps the strike moving.
Safe is one of those guys who spends quite a bit of time thinking about the bowlers he's going to be facing. He was really good against Tashara a couple of games ago. So he spent quite a bit of time thinking about the opening bowlers he was facing today. He thought about the spin as well. He's clearly a good student of the game. Whipping that one away just. Outstretched hand, 4 runs.
Once again, another batter. First to deliver is Iman, the left-hander went outside the off stump. Now have a look at what Saif has done. And clearly they have decided that this is going to be the tactic against Varun Chakravarti. Go outside the off stump, so you completely take away the prospect of being LBW, and then go for the sweep shot.
The 3 fours of 4 balls of this over. Straight to the man at mid-on. No run on that occasion. Lytton Das, of course, is going to be fully fit for that game tomorrow. Big game tomorrow against Pakistan. loud scream of no. End of the over, 35 for 1.
So तुमने पहले सुनाई थी like that, ना?
नहीं यार, ये भी बढ़िया।
But wanted a safe option, ना? Safest in segment, ma'am. 6 airbag, 5-star rating. पहली पेट सर्विस 30,000 किलोमीटर पर आएगी।
30,000?
Skoda Fanfest is live. Walk in today for a test drive and a real exciting benefit.
कोशिश को कामयाबी को शोहरत बनते देखा है। हाँ, पिछले 60 सालों में मैंने देश को बनते देखा है। कमला हसन, 60 सालों से अनोखा स्वाद।
Bomber again with those big hooping away swingers. Let's just have a look at this analysis with the movement that he was getting, and also that length that he likes to operate on. That's his ideal length. That's where he's at his best. That's a little bit full, a little bit short. When he was getting some tap a couple of nights ago, but really good on this occasion. Brilliant length. Considerable movement, particularly across the left-hander.
Just given away 8 runs. 2.2 overs, just big Bumrah. Got a bit of a tonking against Pakistan a few days back, so he'll want to come back.
Went for 45, which was so unusual in those 4 overs. That's a rarity. Sure, we'll see that happen again. So look at the work that he's done in the Asia Cup. Outstanding stuff from Bumrah. Hit high and hit long. What a shot that is. That is quite remarkable.
It is. But not too often have we seen batters do that. To just beat Bumrah. It was the leg ball. The white ball doesn't move that much. And he just waited for it, Iman, and then got under the ball so nicely. It's a massive 6. It's a massive 6.
Pretty much the top of the bounce. That's an amazing shot. Loud scream of no that time.
India continuing with their policy of having 3 overs at the top from Jasprit Bumrah. They've done that in the matches so far. Those 3 overs have been cut back for 1 over towards the end.
Played that one well also. That's a little bit slower that side. Just plug the fraction also. They're going to come back for the second and stay at 2. Pretty good aggressive stuff from Iman. Playing nicely. Trying to get after Bumrah if he can. He's, as I said earlier, he's had a bit of a torrid session against him, but now just having a go at him with the last over he's bowling in the spell.
He said he's waiting for it. He's waiting for it and then playing it, like you said, on top of the bounce.
Plenty of advice. Years of advice we passed on to his child. But was he? Last ball the over. Full toss. Easing on the onside. It's only going to be the single. Ends up being 9 runs off that over. 6 down, power plays finish. 44 for 1.
Shut it, forget it. एक रास्ता खुशियों का सफर Splendor Plus. Feel it, shut it, forget it.
मैं हूँ lightning fast. You can always power bank on me. इस इसलिए मुझे गूगल सर्च पे ढूंढो। वहाँ यूजर्स और एक्सपर्ट्स के रिव्यूज हैं। They will vouch for me. Shopping का best kept secret है Google search.
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। बोलो सुबह केसरी।
NRF Sappers V1 now for motorcycles.
Called it now into the attack. Again the sweep. Powerful along the ground. And they come back for two.
He is playing the sweep shot well. Takes a step across the off stump and then plays it. Look at that. Gets into position. And then anything from outside the off stump plays it very well. It'll be interesting to see if could stop that by Abhishek. If Kuldeep will try and roll it round his legs.
Now that's a top edge. Then a chance. Comes to a catch. Easily taken. Kuldeep into the attack. And as he so often does, has struck early.
He pulled his leg back. This time you can see that he pulled his leg back. The first one was 87 kilometers. This one was a little bit quicker. Have a look at this. He's pulled his leg back just a little bit. Not quite where the earlier delivery was. And Abhishek Sharma has taken much more difficult catches than this one. It's 46 for 2 in the 7th over. And Iman entertaining 21.
देखा कैच पकड़ा ऐसे एकदम मगर की जकड़ जैसे रॉफ की पकड़ जैसे मगर की जकड़
खुद को बॉन्ड समझ रहे थे वहां से रिटर्न वेरी बॉन्ड मत बनो बॉन्ड में इन्वेस्ट करो और 9 to 12% फिक्स रिटर्न ओनली ऑन Brent Wealth नंबर नाउ
Investments in debt securities, municipal debt securities, securitized debt instruments are subject to risk, including delay and or default in payment. Read all the offer related documents carefully.
There are some things you will tell you.
Well, into the attack straight away. He's got a wicket first up. That'll make him feel a lot more comfortable. Very talented spin bowler. We always know that he's a strike rate bowler as well. Look at his career, 46 knocks, just over 1,000 runs, strike rate 124. A score against India, 63 not out. Just tucked around the corner. Kuldeep was certainly interested in a big shot with that one. Thought it was bat. I didn't think it was foot at all. I thought it was bat myself, and I think that's what he's just been told as well with a smile on his face. Samson.
Very interesting to see. Even Sunil Kumar Yadav's, it is. Might have been bad, but Stevenson would have missed the leg stump.
Moving through for the first one, not there to come back for the second. Trying to put some pressure on the fielder. Here's a look at the wicket that's gone down recently.
He's been using the sweep shot to good effect against Varun Chakravarti. But this one, he wasn't quite able to get it away.
Good call. नहीं झुमके ना पहले बचत नहीं नहीं झुमके सुनो हर महीने थोड़ा बचाओ और थोड़ा निवेश करो और कुछ इमरजेंसी के लिए भी बचाओ ताकि रहो टेंशन फ्री लेकिन झुमकों का
क्या जाते हो कि लगाओ इंजेक्शन?
आरबीआई कहता है
वित्तीय समझदारी समृद्ध नारी।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल बोलो सुबह केसरी।
Patel into the attack. Deciding on the one. Such a nice, easy bowling action. Axar Patel. High delivery point.
Yes, and he varies his pace because he's so tall and such a high release point. He doesn't really have to flight the ball. Very accurate as well.
Yeah, there's the next three that I was just talking about. To be done by those three. The only two are aware, these Bangladesh batsmen, how much India did slow up. 6.85 they were going at in the last 13 overs. Oh, that's nicely bowled. Darting in late.
It's a good bat. Perfectly, there is a very, very good bat. He's just coming to bat, but otherwise he'll move around the crease, throw the bowler off.
Clocking up above the single. Yeah, because of those last 3 overs, 87 runs scored for the loss of 5 wickets, going to get 6.69. They don't have to bat out of their skins right now. They've got to pace themselves well, Bangladesh, and make sure they get a good partnership going. Flip that one away on the leg side. Right over 4 from it. 53 for 2.
Gemini, my skin's dry but sticky from the heat. What here could help?
I see a light hydrating essence. That'll be great.
Now this is legit.
Pay your credit card bill on Fred during this match and get free movie tickets from PVR INOX.
So, what do you think?
Yeah.
This one was better.
Pay credit card bills, win 3 movie tickets.
What are you doing?
Making a video for my team. And render.
Till this finishes, more practice?
It's done.
Damn dogs.
ये लो पैसे ये क्या मजाक है
शुरू किसने किया?
But then Kuldeep Yadav, Varun Chakraborty, they keep coming thick and fine. Let's go down to Sanjana.
Thank you so much, Sanjay. Taking in this electric atmosphere here in Dubai is Bobby Deol and Raghav Juyal with me. You picked a great game to come watch the cricket. Have you enjoyed your time so far?
I'm really having a great time. I've come to the stadium after like years, and I feel like a little child right now. I'm getting all excited. You know, with every ball, it's just so much fun. I mean, we've all grown up playing cricket, so cricket is our life. You know, after acting cricket.
Do you enjoy?
Suddenly, Bobby sir has started acting like me. So we are excited. This is my first time, watching a match live. So I'm also feeling like I'm really childlike energy in me today.
स्टेडियम में आते ही एक जैसे लग रहा है कि हम वहाँ हैं तो मजा और आता है टीवी पर देख के वो फीलिंग नहीं आती
आपके को अच्छा है कि आपके तो चाहने वाले अंदर ही हैं खेल रहे हैं तो
एक बार क्या बॉलिंग की है everyone's playing well but Bumrah's spell was really great.
Thank you so much. But it's 55 for 2 at the moment. What are your hopes, gentlemen, for Team India, and do you have a message for the side?
I mean, I just want them to play their best because it's a sport and you, on a given day, anything can happen. But the way our team has been playing and performing, and each and every player has been giving their best to the team. So I'm sure they're going to win and it's going to be a great game.
Yeah, मेरे तो favorite player है बुमराह जी और सच्ची बताऊं तो मैं उन्हें बहुत पसंद करता हूँ. And मैं चाहूँगा मेरी एक सीरीज का डायलॉग बोल दें उनके लिए. वो करेंगे प्लीज ओके सो डायलॉग है आपकी दुनिया एक तरफ और मेरा बुमराह एक तरफ और
आपकी दुनिया एक तरफ और मेरा बुमराह एक तरफ. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. We hope you enjoy the rest of the match. For now, it's back to you in the comment box.
Thank you so much, Sanjana. So that was great. So the whole world on one side and my Bumrah on one side. That is how that ended. Leading edge. Will that carry? Lucky for the batter, doesn't. 9 overs gone. 57 for Chuba.
हिंदुस्तान मिले हिंदुस्तान से
देश का टायर जेके टायर Presenting the Maruti Suzuki Victoris. Got it all.
Today, for the bowling side of things, they've gone with their usual bowling changes. No surprises. In that corner, Akshay Patel now in the attack.
Well, you mentioned, Sanjay, about the Indian batting, but and then you mentioned about the bowling. This is where India have the upper hand against a lot of sides. That is a very good hit. That's a very, very good hit. It's picked up length quickly. They need a few of that. Because if they allow the spinners to bowl, they get through their overs very quickly. And not only keep a check on the run rate, but also get wickets. So the calculated risk has to be taken. That's good strike.
He's a good player. Like Hassan, we saw in the last game, player of the match. Said this before as well. He doesn't play the modern T20 game. Now that last shot was a proper pull shot deep inside the crease, and is a powerful striker of the ball. But invariably hits the ball straight. The way in the front. Very rarely you'll see him play the lap sweep or the battle sweep. It's gone straight. I think there's going to be out. Completely mistimed shot. And that's a big wicket because this guy can bat toy with toy. And Akshay Patel has picked it.
Doing the job here in the middle overs, keeping a check on the run rate and chipping away at the wicket. So a double blow. And the required rate now just above 10. Bangladesh 65 for 3 as Drakes come out onto the field.
देखा कैच पकड़ा ऐसे एकदम मगर की जकड़ जैसे रॉफ की पकड़ जैसे मगर की जकड़
इम्पॉसिबल है आज तक किसी ने नहीं किया कैसे करोगे 20 में करेंगे
अब 20 में 400 रन माउंटेन ड्यू
ज्यादा हिम्मत अब 20 में 400 रन माउंटेन ड्यू ज्यादा हिम्मत
खुद को बॉन्ड समझ रहे थे वहां से लेकर वेरी बॉन्ड मत बनो बॉन्ड में इन्वेस्ट करो और 9 to 12% fixed return only on Windward number now.
Investments in debt securities, municipal debt securities, securitized debt instruments are subject to risk, including delay and or default in payment. Read all the offer related documents carefully.
फ्रॉड मेरे साथ नहीं होगा ऐसा मैं सोचती थी फिर एक छोटी सी गलती की और पूरा बैंक अकाउंट खाली.
मैडम आपकी कंप्लीट डिटेल्स.
अपने पैसे सेफ रखिए. डेली पेमेंट्स एयरटेल पेमेंट्स बैंक से कीजिए ताकि मेन अकाउंट सुरक्षित रहे. हमें आपके पैसे नहीं आपकी सेफ्टी चाहिए.
पापा इससे पहले जो चलाई थी वही ले लें. कुछ कह रहे थे. मैं इनकी सर्विस में डाउट था.
सर ओवर 300 टच पॉइंट्स 170 सेंचुरीज
पर इन्हें सिर्फ 25 ही साल हुए हैं.
तुमसे तो ज्यादा ही है.
Skoda Fan Fest is live. Walk in today for a test drive and a real exciting benefit.
लोन में तो टाइम लगेगा. इस स्पीड में बुमराह की बॉल जाएगी. इतनी स्पीड में एलएनटी फाइनेंस का 2 व्हीलर लोन भी आ जाएगा. बैट्समैन की बूम होते होते लाइक लेकर जूम हो जाओगे. ये तो मेरे जितना फास्ट. एलएनटी फाइनेंस जस्ट जूम 2 व्हीलर लोन.
Gemini, my skin's dry but sticky from the heat. What here could help?
I see a light hydrating essence. That'll be great.
Now this is legit.
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार बोलो जुबान केसरी
Asian Paints Royal Glitz.
Glitz up your decor. It's worth it.
Saif Hassan is still out there, not playing one of his past innings. He's taken his time and he needs to because Bangladesh are losing wickets. Shamim Hussain, 32 innings, strike rate 125. And Shabir finds the fielder. 10 overs gone, 65 for 3 money.
Yeah, finish it, yeah, Sharma.
Thank you, यार. हाँ तो किस गए नींद उड़ गई तब जाके लाया ऐसे फिनिश हमारा शर्मा.
Asian Paints Beautiful Homes Painting Service. काम हमारा क्रेडिट आपका.
ऑन टाइम पेंटिंग के लिए इन्हें कॉल कीजिए
80504
80504.
Just another Virtus on a long drive to get coffee. Spreading goosebumps, taking on time, and what's around the turn. No drive is just another drive when you're in the Virtus. Volkswagen.
Played a major role in keeping India in the game and getting them back at one stage. Good shot. One could get more than a couple on that occasion.
His intentions were good, but the execution not quite right there. Slowing it up a bit. Akshar Patel, he enjoyed it.
The bottom hand on this one, and it's gone all the way. This guy can bat, and that's his favorite hitting zone. Not a bad thing to do against Varun Chakrabarti, especially going straight.
He's a good striker, as you can see here. That's nice, clean hit there. He's picking his spots nicely. That's his area of strength. 39 from 28. He needs to go. He needs to keep going.
The great strength of Varun Chakrabarti, keep that ball in that exact same area from where the last ball was hit for a 6. Nothing can get him to go away from the lane that he believes is the key to being effective and successful. We've got a slip now. Shubman Gill. 3 boundary riders on the leg side for the big shot. A left-hander likes to play. Ball! Varun Chakrabarti straight. Pull. Batter misses. Decent play.
As he's knocked back the off stump. One of his great strengths is to bowl wicket to wicket. He doesn't leave the stumps. And the leg stump has gone for a toss there. He's got a good temperament. He's got a good attitude. Even if he said he'll keep coming at you. Bangladesh just losing their way now. 3 quick wickets.
ये टिक नहीं पाया पर डायल जरूर टिकेगी. रॉफ की पकड़ जैसे मगर की जकड़.
Good, good. Okay, Sandy. नहीं झुमके? ला. पहले बचत. नहीं झुमके. सुनो, हर महीने थोड़ा बचाओ और थोड़ा निवेश करो और कुछ इमरजेंसी के लिए भी बचाओ ताकि रहो.
Today's captain is batting at number 6, Jafar Ali. Experience for him, 350s at the T20 international level. Quick word on Varun Chakravarti. We had a chat with him before the game, a couple of matches back, and he said the gospel for him in T20 bowling is not so much the line, but the leg that he bowls. You have to watch them.
In a country that loves its SUVs, meet the tire that is every SUV's choice.
लेटेस्ट मॉडल हूँ घूम के दिखाऊं पर तुम मत घूमो गूगल सर्च करो वहाँ आसपास के सारे स्टोर्स में दिख जाऊंगा फुल डेमो देख लेना शॉपिंग का बेस्ट केप्ट सीक्रेट है गूगल सर्च
Akshar Patel. For a little while, but just the one run.
You can see the squeeze being put on by India now with their spinners. 3 wickets falling in quick succession. This is the last one, giving himself a little too much room. And Varun Chakravarti bang on the money.
Considering that earlier in that same over, Saif Hassan had got straight against him. Almost pulled off a brilliant catch there. Wasn't timed well enough. But good reactions from Akshar Patel.
He's a tall man, must be a very good fielder of his own bowling. Just out of his reach. Good effort though.
He's in it today. In Varun Chakravarti and Kuldeep Yadav, the frontline spinners for India, but Akshar Patel today is looking the part.
Where he's improved a lot is the way he varies his pace and his length. Akshar Patel is. Good effort.
Now this one, yeah, sailing over that fielder. Just for a moment, we thought maybe hasn't quite timed it. It's Saif Hassan again. Another big one. Down the pitch. His favorite hitting zone.
Yeah, while he's there, there's hope for Bangladesh. Again, going down the ground for 6. Preferring that area, a couple of 6s there.
Yeah, he wants to stay there for a while, maneuvering the strike as well.
ये लो पैसे
ये क्या मजाक है
शुरू किसने किया जब मांगे कोई एनर्जी तो देना उन्हीं
स्टिंग
एनर्जी का पास स्टिंग
India have been so good in this period throughout this whole Asia Cup. Including today, in these middle overs, they picked up 18 wickets now, at an economy of just a shade under the 5.5 mark. Been absolutely superb in these middle overs, and of course the spinners again today that are leading by the charge. Bangladesh, on the other hand, losing a couple of wickets as to put them on the back foot in this game. Quite a gap is building between both these sides at the moment. 116 plays 87. Both 4 wickets down at the moment. Need 82 from 46 balls, so it's going to be a Very special performance from here, presumably from our own strike. If they're going to get anywhere near it, that single almost to 50, almost to 50. He's been run out, trying to scramble through to get there. Pretty sure he's going to be on his way. Really good fielding. Big desperate dive. Trying to steal that one for a mini milestone.
I'm satisfied. Batsman going short of his gun. I have a decision to the end screen.
They've lost another one. And it's the mainstay this time. Who was still there, it's the captain who is standing into the
Hindustan mile, Hindustan se.
देश का टायर जेके टायर
Asian Paints Royal Glitz.
Gift up your decor. It's worth it.
Mohammed Saifuddin now to face the music. Now it's getting quite difficult for Bangladesh. 24 innings. Strike rate not particularly high. High score 39 not out against South African Bloemfontein. All the bowling has just been brilliant at this stage.
Yeah, apart from that second wicket partnership of 42 between Imon and Saif Hasan, the innings never took off. Another ball just going away from the left-hander. If you drop four, either the top four don't score, then this is the situation that you're going to find yourself in on a consistent basis.
Good call. नहीं झुमके या पहले बचत पहले झुमके सुनो हर महीने थोड़ा बचाओ और थोड़ा निवेश करो और कुछ इमरजेंसी के लिए भी बचाओ ताकि रहो टेंशन फ्री लेकिन झुमकों का क्या जाती हो कि लगाओ इंजेक्शन
आरबीआई कहता है
वित्तीय समझदारी समृद्ध नारी
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार बोलो जुबान केसरी
35, strike rate of 140. Good shot down the ground, nice and straight. He loves playing in that region. Really good work. First ball of the over. With that 6, he brings up his 50. Oh, just 36 deliveries. He needed some support from the others. But I can tell you one thing, he's doing his job. He's played some lovely shots. And he's targeted that down the ground in the way. Once again. Goes over the top of the bowler for the maximum. Yeah, drafted in for the last couple of games. He wasn't in the lineup actually, and they suddenly thought he was doing a fine job. Oh, almost back to the bowler. Doing a fine job on the nets and his attitude, and I thought he was putting a lot of thought into the processes he was going through to get his runs that he needed. Put in the lineup, and he's played really well. Going downtown again. Got a little bit higher this time. And 6 more. Great connection.
The way he has batted in the previous game and also tonight, it seems pretty easy for him, isn't it? I mean, he's picking up sixes there as well. That's his 5th six in this innings of 61. Again, he smashed it down the ground.
Amazing, I think, also, it is back in the side, man. Easing that onto the onside, brings up the three figures for Bangladesh. 100 for 5 down now. And what he needs to do is to bat just till the very end. And if he can manage to hold on and bat till the very end, then probably they'll have some sort of chance. Still a long way off. 69 of 38. Just about 10 runs required the run rate. But if you have a couple of big overs, then that run rate comes down. He needs to bat also sensibly. Mohammad Saifuddin. Flipping that one around on the leg side just for the single. Brings Saif back on strike. 5 sixes he's got now. 3 fours. And there's 42% of his runs. Correction, 62 in that lead. Pretty good stuff down the ground. It's really good work. 5 sixes again, doing the right thing, getting.
Gemini, my skin's dry but sticky from the heat. What here could help?
I see a light hydrating essence. That'll be great.
Now this is legit.
New energy. ये लो पैसे ये क्या मजाक है चलो किसने किया जब मांगे कोई एनर्जी तो देना ओनली स्टिंग एनर्जी का पास स्टिंग
You said this till the battery runs out. How much left?
80%.
80%? This is gonna go on all day.
शौक को खेल को जुनून बनते देखा है। हाँ, मैंने देश को बनते देखा है।
That's going to be called a wide. If he's still there when they get to the final 4 or 5 overs, then it's going to be interesting because India have had their problems bowling to the death, having a 10.13 runs per over of the death. The most expensive of all the teams in the Super Fours. However, it's going to need 2 players, I think, to be playing really well for Bangladesh at that stage. It's all about how do you, as a batter, absorb the pressure. You spoke about those last few overs where India have leaked runs more than any other team in this edition of the Asia Cup. We'll be just to see how Saif Hassan, especially the right-hander, goes from here on. A bit quicker that time for Kuldeep. That's clever. This is where the pressure starts because the first one was a wide, but the next 2 deliveries are a couple of dots. So what is he going to do next? Saif Hassan, is he thinking to go for a big shot or to rotate the strike? Bumrah's got 1 over left. A bit flatter. Not quite out of the middle, probably just as well, otherwise that would have carried. Have a look at the dismissal, the run out, the big dive. Captain couldn't quite get there. Direct hits on his way. That was the captain, Sheila Kumar Yadav, getting the direct hit. A little too eager maybe to get that extra run for 50. Might have been the cause of that. He's really done a very good job, Kuldeep, as he always does. He's in the spotlight again tonight. Crucial time for him to bowl. 2 balls left in his 3rd over. Numbers are good at 1 for 13. He's always a potential wicket taker, such as his variety, such as the spinning and parts on deliveries. He has been the leading wicket taker in this Asia Cup. He had 9 wickets at an economy of 6 before this evening. He's added 1 more, so he's got now 10. Kuldeep Yadav. He's probably the most difficult bowler in this Asia Cup. No question about that. Good work, Junaid Siddiqui, number 2 in the lineup for UAE. Top over this, 5 from it so far. Nicely fielded by Bumrah. Just the single, 6 on the over is really good. 100.
Just another tycoon. Hustling way too early in the morning. Passing on to happy tears. All kinds of things. No drive is just another drive when you're in a typhoon. Volkswagen.
फ्रॉड मेरे साथ नहीं होगा ऐसा मैं सोचती थी फिर एक छोटी सी गलती की और पूरा बैंक अकाउंट खाली
मैडम आपकी कंप्लीट डिटेल्स
अपने पैसे सेफ रखिए डेली पेमेंट्स एयरटेल पेमेंट्स बैंक से कीजिए ताकि मेन अकाउंट सुरक्षित रहे हमें आपके पैसे नहीं आपकी सेफ्टी चाहिए
Mama, I will miss my cozy bed.
Good night, guys.
I'm really going to miss these evenings. I'm going to miss these little moments.
Seriously, guys. Just a 2-week vacation.
It's never easy to leave a home furnished by Interior. Furniture inspired by moments that matter. Interior.
शौक को खेल को जुनून बनते देखा है। हाँ, मैंने देश को बनते देखा है। कमला हसन 60 सालों से अनोखा स्वाद।
Need to go at plenty per over. First ball, pick that up. May well be out. No, blast. A lot of great little talking going on down there. Yeah, I thought maybe there was a bit of a misunderstanding. We also saw Hardik Pandya going close to Shubman Dubey. Because this should have been taken. And it also comes from the back of Simon. Look at him, Hardik Pandya, and the last one realized there is somebody right in front of him. And he drops it, he could not latch onto it. 5 catches in the last game. Against Pakistan was quite extraordinary to see catches like that go down for India. Bit of a shock, really. Hasn't got hold of that. Ball before was dropped. Next ball, not so. There's no real power in that shot played by Mohammad Saifuddin. The fielder had gone, had to come in. Probably come in 15 or 20 yards to take that catch. Yeah, that's off the back foot. Not really timing it. Too easy for Tilak Verma. Hangs on to it. Saifuddin goes.
हिंदुस्तान मिले हिंदुस्तान से देश का टायर जेके टायर
लोन में तो टाइम लगेगा ना 30 स्पीड में बुमराह की बॉल जाएगी 30 स्पीड में एलएनटी फाइनेंस का 2-व्हीलर लोन दिया जाएगा बैट्समैन की बूम होते होते बाइक लेकर जूम हो जाओगे ये तो मेरे जितना फास्ट एलएनटी फाइनेंस जस्ट जूम 2-व्हीलर लोन
Bashar Hussain is a naturally aggressive player. I think he might come back for the second, but it wasn't there.
Yes, they still quite run right now, above the 13 runs in an over. All the batters will be hoping and looking to play some big shots.
He's hit this one straight up, I think. Keeper wants it. Sampson says, mine. Oh, and he can't get there. That's another one down. Straight away, he pulled for it. He was sprinting after him, just couldn't quite get there. Think he got a fingertip one at the end.
Story of drop catches keep going on. This is the second drop catch in this over. Just for a moment, thought maybe the bowler would have gone on, but he said, it's mine, and doesn't really get underneath it.
He would have caught so many of those at training, so many. Couldn't grab that one. Along the ground, straight to the fielder, just going to be the one. Need to keep trying to pick up boundaries. It's a tough call from here. Shade under 14 of the over. Another look at that drop from Sampson. He made the ground okay. Stopped there, and then the last minute had to grab. to heave that on the onside. Just the one. Only.
वहां से रिटर्न वेरी रिस्क बॉन्ड में बंद बॉन्ड में इन्वेस्ट करो और 95% फिक्स रिटर्न्स ओनली ऑन विन ऐप डाउनलोड नाउ
Investments in debt securities, municipal debt securities, securitized debt instruments are subject to this, including delay and/or default in payment. Read all the offer-related documents carefully.
There are some things you will tolerate.
The taste of success.
That's up in the air. Tilak Verma coming underneath it. Makes no mistake. He's one of the best catchers of safer chances. So Rishad Hussain has to depart, and the spinners have really spun a web round the Bangladesh middle order. Wickets have tumbled, and number 7 goes down. Yeah, admit at their best with the catching side of things, but Tilak Verma, as you said, Ravi, one of the best in the side. Settled us underneath it nicely, made good ground early, settled himself, and took it comfortably. Not always easy in the stadium, but ones that go a lot higher seem to be slightly.
हिंदुस्तान मिले हिंदुस्तान से
देश का टायर जेके टायर घर पर मनाओ केसरी त्योहार विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी
So, could we be able? 2 and 2. Who's on a hat trick? If Tanzan comes, Tanzan goes. Swinging across the line, he gets that wrong and absolutely spot on first up. Watch it out of the back of the hand, pitches around about leg stump, just spins it up to cut the top of middle. Lower order batters find it very difficult to play good, high quality wrist spin. And this man, one of the best, on a hat trick as Tanzan.
Viraj right instinct.
स्टील वो आपने वरदान स्टील का नाम सुना होगा
Of course, आप मिस्टर वरदान के बेटे
नहीं
दामाद
शेयर होल्डर
शेयरहोल्डर
सही टाइम पे उनके शेयर्स खरीदे तभी आज मैं यहाँ हूँ।
जो आगे की सोचते हैं ग्रो करते हैं डाउनलोड ग्रो स्टॉक्स म्यूचुअल फंड्स एंड आईपीओ
बाजार में निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है निवेश करने से पहले सभी संबंधित दस्तावेजों को ध्यान से पढ़ें
Presenting the Maruti Suzuki Victoris. Got it all.
So Nasser Ahmad on strike, Kuldeep Yadav on a hat trick. He already has 2 hat tricks in his T20 career. There's 2 hat tricks in one-day internationals. T20, the only man to take a hat trick against Bangladesh was Deepak Chahar. You mentioned catching, that's a very important point here. A lot of teams that come here practice a lot of high catching because the ring of lights here is pretty low. So that's why you see a lot of catches that don't go too high, that come into the outfield. A lot of drop catches. This is up in the air. Should be taken. Put down. Another one. Just as we speak. Just lost it in the air. Now, that's exactly what I was saying. Now, that's the
kind of height where the ball will find the lights in the background.
100%, Ravi. This is the point I was trying to make. The one Tilak Varma went so much higher in the air. So it kind of goes up through the ring of fire, we call it here. This one at the level where you're looking into the lights most of the way. Not making excuses, because a lot of the catches should have been taken tonight. But it is not as easy as you think.
Well, the bells are up. They will go upstairs to check.
TV umpire director, we have a umpire review for a stumping. I have checked the feed, fair delivery. Give me the side down angle, please. Foot is on the ground, inside the popping trace. I have decision to the giant spin. My decision is
इम्पॉसिबल है आज तक किसी ने नहीं किया कैसे करोगे 20 में करेंगे अब 20 में 400 में माउंटेन ड्यू मतलब ज्यादा हिम्मत अब 20 में 400 में माउंटेन ड्यू ज्यादा हिम्मत
फ्रॉड मेरे साथ नहीं होगा ऐसा मैं सोचती थी फिर एक छोटी सी गलती की और पूरा बैंक अकाउंट खाली
आपके कंप्लीट डिटेल्स
अपने पैसे सेफ रखिए डेली पेमेंट एयरटेल पेमेंट्स बैंक से कीजिए ताकि मेन अकाउंट सुरक्षित रहे हमें आपके पैसे नहीं आपकी सेफ्टी चाहिए
शौक को खेल को जुनून बनते देखा है हाँ मैंने देश को बनते देखा है कमला पसंद 60 सालों से अनोखा स्वाद
Look at charm left. Three drop chances.
You talked to Surya Kumar at the toss, Ravi, didn't you? Just said, look, any little areas of improvement that haven't been at their best yet through the tournament in a complete performance. The fielding was one of those areas being as good as it can be again tonight.
4 drop catches in the last game, 4 again today. That's high. Will it go the distance? Oh, second attempt, he grabbed it. Akshat Patel takes the catch. Recep's innings comes to an end. This time the catch taken.
Yeah, I think he does a really good job here, Akshat Patel, because he's worried also about the boundary. So he gets himself to a position where he has to actually look down and make sure his feet are okay. Standing side on, which I like. It means he can get with the ball rather than his feet moving. Oh, into the back. I think this is okay. See how he's side on here? He knows the boundary's there, so he can get with his hands if he has to. And it pops up.
Satisfied is well inside. I have addition to the
Yes, he would have had that rope at the back of his mind, but in the end, takes it on the second attempt. Saif has to depart. Bangladesh 9 down now. He goes for 69. It's 116 for 9.
Sorry, beta. प्यार तो इसी को कहते हैं. Just another vertex on a long drive to get coffee. Spreading goosebumps, taking on turns, and what's around the turn. No drive is just another drive when you're in the vertex.
The last man out there beats the Yorker out.
Reminds me I've got to bring my laundry when I get back home, actually. Mustafi Zuraman, good man and the last man at the crease in that big dominant bowling performance from India.
Now this is an important result. If India win today, India will qualify for the final and knock Sri Lanka out. Pakistan, Bangladesh tomorrow will be a knockout. I word there'll be a crowd in here tomorrow. All the Bangladeshi supporters, supporters for Pakistan as well. It's like a semi-final.
Yeah, I think I might just walk to the ground tomorrow rather than taking the car. Stuck in traffic. It'll be a cracker tomorrow evening here at the stadium. It's been a lone hand, hasn't it, Saif Hassan? Right at the top of the order, 69 from 51. Batted beautifully, but he just did not get any help. Small innings from him on with 21 off 19. Been all about the bowling performance.
Gone.
खुशियों का सफर Splendor Plus. Hit it.
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी
Shivam Dubey. It's an opportunity.
Trying to bowl Bangladesh out. It's found himself in a situation where he has to go to a new bowler in the 19th. Wide to start. So Hardik's got two left. All the others have bowled their four out.
He did a good job for India in the last game when he came at a crucial stage, picked up 2 wickets. Always handy when you have options, especially with players who can bat. And so the remaining matches, tomorrow the knockout. And then the game on the 28th, India-Sri Lanka is of no consequence. India can experiment if they want to because they will be in the final already.
I think they will, Ravi. Jitesh Sharma, Rinku Singh, Harshit Rana, Ashdeep. Do you think they'll go to a couple of those guys, or do you think they would rather try and keep the momentum flowing with the team?
I would prefer keeping the momentum going, and maybe 1 or 2 in the batting unit. But important to have that rhythm going as well. I'd like to see someone like Surya Kumar come back at 3 and get a good hit. Don't tinker around with the batting order. Just go with the batting order that you think will be there in the final.
I think you can just get too funky. And I think India got too funky today. As I said earlier in commentary, every player, to a man through that list, down to Akshar Patel, can strike the ball. And the strike rates are all, skies above 160. I think Tilak is 150. Hardik's in that 140, 150 range. They're all up there. Shivam Dubey's actually got the lowest strike rate of those guys. Sanju Samson, I think, is in the 140s, whereas Shivam Dubey's is 133. Yet he's the one promoted. This is the batting order they use today. I'm with you. Sky at 3, Tilak Varma at 4, Hardik and Dubey at 5 and 6. In any order you want, don't mind, or Sanju. just stick with it, have a plan, and stay with it. This thing was a small error. It's not going to cost them the game, and I understand. Okay, you want to give guys an innings, but when you've got players in form, keep them going.
Good old saying, never waste a good form. You see that last line that tells you everything. The strike rates of the Indian batting lineup.
Yeah, I know it's not much, but even Akshar Patel is ahead of Shivam Dube on a strike rate situation. Look right down there. From the top down, Sky at 65, Tilak Varma 151, Sanju 148, Hardik Pandya 141. So there's just no need to tinker with that lineup.
You have Abhishek at 197, and that's why he's the number one T20 batsman.
It's in the gap for 4. Now time for the numbers 10 and 11 to have a little bit of fun. It's finding somewhere near the middle of the bat. Or not, still going for 4.
Wide signal.
The game is gone, but Shivam Dube really does need to be better in these situations. Just, you've got an opportunity, you've got to bowl it over, just get it right. You use it as practice, it might be required.
Dead right. Target the stumps to start off. Bowling at number 11.
Very distant. Bond में invest करो और 9 to 12% fixed returns only on Win app. Download now.
Investments in debt securities, mutual debt securities, securitized debt instruments are subject to risks, including delay and or default in payment. Read all the offer-related documents carefully.
Just another Virtus on a long drive to get coffee. Spreading goosebumps, taking on times, and what's around the turn. No drive is just no drive when you're in a Virtus.
So Tilak Varma will bowl the good to have options when you have batsmen who can roll their arm over, always handy. Especially when they're in the top 6. That's in the air. Not quite carrying. Could leave the others. They're going to ground. His half chances even. That's number 5.
Oh, it's another one in that zone of lights, I think. He just didn't make the ground early enough. And in the end, he was grasping for air.
They dropped as many as 12 catches in this tournament. Something you don't want to do come Sunday. We'll get it right. It's time taken. Akshar Patel takes his second catch. So India win comfortably. They win by 41 runs. It means that they go through to the final. And the game against Pakistan and Bangladesh tomorrow will be a humdinger. It's a knockout. Whoever wins will play India in the final on Sunday.
Well, they played 30 overs of this contest really well, India. Had the fielding aside, the drop catches, but they were brilliant for the first 10 overs with the bat. Things fell away slightly, but some credit goes to Bangladesh for the way they bowled in that back 10. But the 19.3 overs of bowling, just said, take away the missed catches, the bowling has been superb. Setting the tone up front with Hardik and Jasprit Bumrah with some swing and some pace. And then Chakravarti and Kuldeep and Akshar Patel going through the middle very well.
Oh, lovely. Well done. अब होगा बड़ा स्टूडियो, नया कैमरा, नई लाइट. लगे हाथ में कार भी ले लो. उसी लोन से नो, लोन लिए गए काम में लगाओ. समय से EMI चुकाओ, क्रेडिट स्कोर बढ़ाओ और अगला लोन आसानी से पाओ. कार में तुम्हारी फोटो तो ले लो. आप कौन?
RBI कहता है
वित्तीय समझदारी समृद्ध नारी.
Unleash freshness while Stone Cold body perfumes.
So 127 all out in the end, Bangladesh, in response to India's 168 for 6. Comprehensive victory. India just keep marching on in the Asia Cup for 2025. Not to be for Bangladesh. They made 4 changes in their side coming into tonight's contest. Lipton Das was injured, the skipper. A little bit of a side strain. I'm sure that he will be playing tomorrow night, though. They rested other players, we feel, to probably be prepared for a game that they were more likely to be able to win, and that is tomorrow night's contest. It'll be against a good opposition who come off a very good win against Sri Lanka in Pakistan. That win was down in Abu Dhabi. Now those two sides will fight things out, but India comprehensive here at the Dubai International Stadium tonight in their victory over Bangladesh by 41 runs.